What up, fam? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Fly, Eagles, fly. Playoffs.
Let's go. This ain't the fuck like Austin Stinker, he stinks.
Oh shit!
It's gone.
Bob Mannery here. You're listening to A2D Radio, real sports talk radio for the fans, by the fans, no agenda. These guys are the best in the business. Hashtag it. No notes.
And here we go. Welcome in, everybody. This is A2D Wednesday nights, only on A2D Radio. Every Wednesday, we are brought to you by the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. We know many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues. We're happy to support the Counseling Center, you, and Sunrise Detox. If you need help, please reach out to our good friend Rob Lubman at 856-651-8117. The usual crew on the night: Nate Moss, Money Pop Podcast. You catch every Sunday morning. Greg Mlachvik, you can't catch him anywhere, but you can catch him if you're chasing him. I don't know why I said you couldn't catch anywhere.
You can catch me anytime you want.
you catch him anytime you want is where I was going with it. Catch him from behind. No eating. But catch him too. Usually sleeping here an hour in, but wide awake now. Frank Vespi, Ralph Del Vecchio, Ryan Brodo. I'm Tom Arnone. The family that we got a lot to talk about because, after Sunday night, we could be having a playoff conversation here. It's not allowed to happen until Sunday night. I'm going to continue to say this though, because I know it's going to circle out tonight, and it's not allowed. I'm I'm almost running a communist party over here, right? On what's allowed to be said and what can't be said. This is what we're doing. Like we're going through the media and we're saying, no, can't say. We can't talk about it tonight. We're not allowed to. We are not allowed to. We can listen, next Wednesday, we can circle jerk each other talking about it. Because then it's really a possibility. Right? You can't talk about it when you haven't won a game at home. And you haven't won back-to-back games all year. Not allowed to talk about it. Not allowed to. When we win Sunday, then listen, open the floodgates up. Every freaking poll on A2D can be like, Eagles going to the playoffs. Every poll. Well, later on the show, though, we're going to talk Sixers. Obviously, I don't know if we're ever going to get Joel Embiid or Matisse Thybulle back. Maybe never. I feel like it's been 2 weeks. We'll talk about that. Phillies conversation. Zach Wheeler second in the Cy Young Award, and we might have to burn the city down tomorrow. Because the only thing we have look forward to is Bryce Harper MVP announcement. NL MVP, Bryce Harper. That's it. If not, I say we burn it all. Let's burn it all. We got nothing else. We have nothing else. Like this is what it's become, an award show. You know what I mean? An award show city. Now we're an award show. Oh, God, really praying Bryce wins MVP tomorrow. I really want to be on Broad again, guys. I need to be on, what the fuck? I need to be on Broad again. I really do. You need to shave, clean it up, get some Manscaped. All right, get some things over there. NFL Week 11 predictions, locks of the week. We do that every week. We'll be doing it again tonight. Eagles versus Saints preview is our main topic at hand. We'll give you score predictions, offensive, defensive players of the game. We want yours. Chance to win some money from us to you if you nail it. Our poll question, though, is brought to you by Manscaped, and you can get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence and always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. 2-in-1 body wash. Shampoo came out yesterday. Lip balm. I mean, they got everything. Literally everything. You know what I mean? Like that's what you can be doing. Get them lip balm on you. Get a little balm. The guy Noah could use some for his whole neck. You know what I mean? We might rub Noah's whole neck down with lip balm. After I saw that up close and personal, we're gonna get a lip balm all over you. Here. Our poll question brought to you by Manscaped. Make sure you use the promo code A2D because you're not only the 20% off, free shipping is glorious. It's glorious in today's market, right? I mean, in today's market, you get gouged on the shipping, right? A little free, it's like freaking $10. Our poll: the Eagles will defeat the New Orleans Saints this Sunday, and then we're allowed to talk playoffs. Agree or disagree? Let us know. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. That's where we're live. Everywhere you get your podcasts, we're there as well. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the follow button, hit the share button, hit the retweet button, hit whatever buttons you can hit, and make sure while you're hitting your buttons, you're commenting in. You're talking to us. Let us know where you're joining us from. Let us know if the Eagles will win this Sunday. Poll's an easy one tonight. We're getting right into it. Right up in. Right up in. They better. They better. I mean, first off, it's unacceptable to be 0-4 at home. That's unacceptable. Right? It's just plain on unacceptable. You should run into one. Right? Like you should just run into one at home. Well, just ran into one. We haven't. There's the neck. The neck it's like a giraffe. No, Eaton. Like I'm losing my train of thought with this camera. I mean, you got to put him somewhere else. We got to leave him in the back end until we come on for moving forward. I mean, this guy's all up in me. I feel like he's sitting on my lap with that neck right on my lap.
That's a terrible thought.
Yeah, it was terrible. That's why I stopped for a second. I agree just because they have to, and Saints have a really good defense. We know what's coming into town. But offensively, they got their skill position guys outside of Kamara are a bunch of guys. Let's be real. Let's call it what it is. So this isn't this loaded, usual New Orleans Saints offense walking through the door that you're scared of. All right, we already know there's no Michael Thomas. Alvin Kamara's playing, fine. But Trevor Siemian, right? I mean, it's Trevor Siemian. It's Taysom Hill. We did this act. We beat Taysom Hill last year, right? We beat him last year here, and that defense was just as good. And that was Jalen's first game, right? So, I mean, listen.
Is Kamara playing?
I believe he is. I mean, okay. I from everything I read earlier in the week, I thought he was, but I mean, it can change. But if he isn't, then it's even more so. But even with him playing, this is a game you got to go win. Forget like I said, forget talking playoffs. Forget any of that stuff. You haven't won a game at home yet. You're 0-4. You can't talk to me about fertilizer, fucking weed whackers. That's what you should be talking to me, weed whackers. You know, you need to weed whack everything. All right, you need a bulldozer. All right, because you shouldn't even be fertilizing here. All right, it's bad land. I mean, you can't not win football games at home. Period. Right, and then talk to me about, well, we gotta moisten the soil. We gotta make the soil nice and moist. Like, come on, we gotta show steps and growth, right? Like everybody's like assuming, you know what? If Jalen plays good football the rest of the year, he's probably gonna be back next year because there's not that guy in the draft, unless you get Wilson or Rodgers, right? There's just not that guy in the draft. So unless you go get one of those two, he's probably back. And guess what? That's okay. But it's not okay if this football team, when he's a freaking quarterback, doesn't win football games at home. And especially a football game like that's coming up Sunday. That's a big game. Everybody on this roster knows where they are in the standings. Everybody knows that this is a big game. You haven't won a game at home. Everybody knows this. So, I mean, what better week to show me that, you know, all this extra is working, right? What better week than be a winners of 2 in a row, and then you can start feeling good about the direction of not only this coaching staff that we have a lot of concern with, the quarterback, and other pieces that we're going to need, you know, next year, per se. So, I don't know where everybody else stands. I'm going to agree that it's just because it's a have to. It's a have to. It's as simple as that. You can't go 0-5 at home. That's ridiculous. I will stop watching Eagles football if we're 0-5 at home. I'll just call it quits for the year. Call it quits. Hang it up. I'm out. I'm done here. And I'm done here. So that's where I stand.
It's Trevor Siemian at the end of the day, right, Tom? Like, we can worry about it. And, yeah, I think as of this morning, Alvin Kamara practiced full. So it looks like he's going to be back. And listen, that's a big weapon they're going to get back. But, you look throughout the rest of their offensive roster, Troutman, Callaway, Deontay Harris. I know they've got Ingram back there, alongside of Kamara. Their offensive line is beat up, and a couple of their guys that are playing are having down years. But are we really going to let Trevor Siemian come in here and lead us to an 0-5 start at home? Like, I don't care how bad this football team has been so far this year. Is that like I just can't picture that. Okay, and listen, I'm not banking on it. I'm not doing I'm banking my reputation on it that we're not going to start 0-5 at home to start the year because, listen, this team has shown us a lot of bad. I would like to think, hey, we're trending upwards, especially with the running game. And, it looks like we're going to get back the guy, at least on paper, that's supposed to be our best running back in Miles Sanders. But then on the flip side, you've got, the New Orleans Saints all year, the number one rushing defense in the league. So it's okay. We are apparently the number one rushing team since week 8. They're the number one rushing defense all season. So it's kind of like, okay, something's got to give. But I think you finally found an identity on offense. Trevor Siemian.
I disagree with that.
What, you haven't found an identity on offense?
I don't think so.
Running the football is not the identity?
No, it's just a winning formula. It's just what's winning right now, right? He just figured out what we've been claiming since week 2. Run the fucking ball. Right? And he figured out he can do it. But if you look at this team, like if you look at Jalen Hurts, what is he? Do we even know that? If you look at Sirianni, do we know what his offense is? We don't. We just know that they're running the ball and they're actually being successful in running the ball. But I wouldn't call that an identity of this team. I've been hearing that a lot. And I'm like, because I don't know what they are yet. I still don't know.
Well, I'm not saying it's a set in stone thing that this is going to be, a rushing attack offense for the next 5 to 7 years or 5 to 10 years. But
yeah, I agree. Yep.
They didn't have an identity before week 8. Nothing was working.
Yeah, they did. They had the exact identity. I'm not like debating identity here, but they had the exact identity they tried to have here for years, and that's throw the ball 40 times a game. That's be explosive offensively. That's throw the ball down the field. That's been their go-to identity. After 2017 was we want to throw the ball a million times a game. I mean, it's just the way it's been. And they tried doing it with Jalen. They tried 2 air quote identities this year. They tried throwing the ball 40 times a game. Now we all sat here and told everybody it couldn't happen. And then they've done what they've done the last 4 weeks, which is, okay, we got to run the ball. we got to use this is we got to help our quarterback out. We got to help our offense out. We got to stay on the field a little bit.
Okay, so, would it be fair to say that they finally found an identity that actually works? Because nobody can say that they're
I'm not agreeing or disagreeing with either one of you. I just think that I agree with Nate in terms of we haven't. I don't think
that works. It works. Like they tried everything that works. They tried screens. They tried, getting other players involved. They tried running with Miles. They tried running with Hurts. They found what just works for this team of what it is composed, in my opinion, right? And if you look at the running back, especially, what's his little ass name? Why can't I remember his name?
Boston Scott.
Scott, yeah. Easiest name in the world, Ryan. I can't remember his fucking name. But he has fresh legs. He looks quick. He looks fast. He looks explosive. And he always has, but he tends to kind of, settle down during the end of the year. And then if they get Miles back, that's going to be like Miles and Howard have always been a good 1-2 punch. Mm-hmm. And I like Scott. I do like Scott. And I think he has a role somewhere. But obviously, I think Sirianni came that Miles is going to start once he comes back. And I think that's the right call. And I think all 3 of them had at least 10 carries, Howard, Scott, and Hurts, and then even Gainwell got into a little bit of it. Yeah. So, they're just finding ways to run the ball in different ways. Kind of a little I'm not saying he ain't Shanahan, but kind of that Shanahan type style where you just get multiple sets with multiple runners coming at you. So if that's, to your point, Ryan, if that's a little bit of where the identity might be going, I take it because in Shanahan's offense, if you got a dog at running back, that thing runs. But even not, they have guys who can just consecutively just win the, getting positive yards and moving forward. That's a hell of an offense.
I just can't agree with identity, period, because I know what the identity of this ownership wants this football team to be. I know what he wants. Everybody out there with a pulse and has read anything right over the last year and a half knows exactly what Jeffrey Lurie's looking for and what he wants. And he wants to throw the football, right? And that's fine. I just think that they found something that works for them, an identity, whatever you want to call it. They've had so many. They tried to. I can't give them a cop out. I can't give them an out like this is what they want to be, because they didn't. They came out the gates showing you what they want to be, right? So I can't even call it an identity. I can call it more of like, hey, they found a formula to win some football games.
Oh no, nobody's coming in here saying, hey, I think that Nick Sirianni
is an identity. Sorry, the Titans are an identity.
Well, their identity is
Derrick Henry. Yeah.
Their identity is their front seven and running the football. That's been since Ryan Tannehill got there and since Vrabel's been there, since Derrick Henry's been there. But no, nobody's coming in here saying that, it took Nick Sirianni 8 weeks to – what, Noah?
That's been Tennessee's identity for the last 20 years when Jeff Fisher was coaching that team.
Yeah, and I think, like we said, we're playing with the word identity, right? We're just kind of playing with it. But when you think of those teams like the Baltimore Ravens, the people that, and it all starts at the quarterback, right? They have a lock steady at quarterback. So I think that plays a part in it.
I just think at the end of the day, it's. I'm not saying that they, it took them 8 weeks to introduce like, oh, this is what Nick Sirianni wanted, but they found something that actually works on offense for them. Maybe identity is not the word. Either way, it doesn't matter what they want to do or what they are going to do. What matters is, do they have the tools to win this Sunday? And I think they do, because if Trevor Siemian's coming in here and lighting the world on fire, then we have something very, very wrong. I know we've been saying, I think 7 out of the first 9 weeks.
We might have something wrong anyway. We might have something very wrong anyway, but you're right. Yeah.
Oh, it's like a Band-Aid. It's like, okay, we can avoid what's truly wrong, because if we keep winning and competing, we'll just be like, we'll address that later. We'll address that later.
How about this? Every year I've been an Eagles fan and you've been an Eagles fan. I can rattle you guys, and everybody here can too. We could probably all rattle off 5 guys that were like, who? That came into our building and spun it for 340 and 3 touches. You know what I mean? Or 300 plus and 3 touches. Like we could probably all come up with 3 to 5 names apiece, right, of guys that did that to us over the history of being an Eagles fan. So I'm right with you, though. I said that too. I mean, if Trevor Siemian comes in here and lights the world on fire, woo.
I just think it comes down to this. Trevor Siemian's not one of those guys to where, I'm not trying to compare him to Drew Brees or other guys. We're like Case Keenum. Like Case Keenum, we knew when we played him against the Vikings or against Washington that he gets the ball out really quick. So that can alleviate some of the pressure that you're going to have on him against, well, number one, our defensive line seems like they never get to the quarterback. 2, maybe it would be this week, just because their offensive line has been banged up and has been the guys who have been coming in have been struggling. So it's like, okay, can you take advantage there? Can you kind of have a game plan? If Jonathan Gannon decides to watch the tape this week, who knows if he actually decides to, can you kind of have a game plan like you did against the Lions, to where you're going up against an inexperienced offensive line, a banged up offensive line, and a quarterback that you can get to, who also has, like you said, you're not dealing with a Michael Thomas. That's going to be open all over the place. You're not going to deal with a shutdown tight end. You're dealing with Trout. You know what I'm saying? I know these are NFL football players, but this isn't, a Dallas Cowboys offense that you have a bunch of weapons to account for. So to me, it starts with Trevor Siemian. It ends with how we've had a little bit of momentum going the last couple weeks. And also, as bad as it is, I really can't see us starting 0-5. I really can't, because all this positivity that we're talking about over the last 3 weeks, we're improving this and that, all that goes away if you start 0-5 in a football season. It doesn't matter what progression you've shown over the last 3 weeks. It's just unacceptable if you start 0-5 at home. So I agree. I think we're going to win.
I was about to say, do you agree?
Yeah.
Noah?
Oh, boy. Of course. Look, here it is, fellas. You know why we're running the damn ball?
Why?
Because we got no choice.
Yeah.
We have no fucking choice. The rocket scientists finally figured out, a light went on in his fucking head and said, wow, we don't have the personnel to throw 45 fucking times a game. Here's an idea. Let's run the damn ball and give our defense, yes, I said our defense, a prayer. Because if you run the ball, control the clock, and keep the opposition's offense off the field, that'll give the nitwit Jonathan Gannon a chance. Because that's the only prayer we got. Now, granted, we've played some mediocre teams the last few weeks, and thank God for that. And we, I guess, to some extent, took advantage. It was nice and refreshing for a change to see good contributions on the offensive defense and defensive side of the ball. I thought on the special teams we played well also out in Denver. Big play Slay. Hey, finally made a big play. That was a nice fumble recovery, return at 92 yards for a score. All that said, we just, it's out of necessity, guys. In no way, shape, or form do I think it's a new identity that we all of a sudden created. And I think Jeffrey Lurie was probably cringing in the visitors' owner's box.
Oh, he doesn't like this at all. He doesn't.
No. But I hope he realizes that is the only chance, and I mean the only chance, we continue to have any resemblance of success this season. I mean, I thought Jalen, I thought he threw the ball well in the first half. But I think we've obviously figured out that, he is not the type of guy that's going to throw it all over the yard 45 times a game and light it up for 450 yards. He's just not that type of quarterback. He's not. He's good, but he's not great. I think he can continue to improve, but he's not going to Canton. But you can win this. We can win with this guy at QB. Provided that we put an excellent defense around him. I don't think Jonathan Gannon is your coordinator to lead that in the future, but that's neither here nor there. As far as playing the Saints this Sunday, if you can't beat Trevor Siemian at home, well, I'm sorry. With the 7th pick in the draft, the Eagles select ... I mean, you can forget the 7th seed. We'll be looking at the 7th pick if we can't start doing something at home here. We better be able to beat the Saints, even if Kamara is coming back.
When Noah talks, people listen.
So you agree? I disagree.
I agree. Run the fucking ball. Keep running it and don't stop.
I agree. I disagree to the poll. This is
You would, Greg.
absolutely. It's one thing to establish an effective run game against the bottom half of the rush defenses in the league, right? Hey, you still got to do it. But this is the best run defense in the NFL. What's going to happen when they start stopping it?
Denver's pretty good.
Yeah, they're 7th overall.
Denver was pretty good against the run.
Denver's middle of the pack. I'm looking at it right now. 110.
Yeah, after last week. They were 7th.
They got 220 something put up on their ass.
Yeah, that's true.
They're 7th.
It's still early, but no, I get you. Go ahead.
But you look at the Saints. What's going to happen when the Saints stop the run? Right now, we're going to get back to: are you at least going to still do it, or are you going to go back and revert back to throwing the ball like you did, early on where you weren't effective? And you look at the Saints too. Saints are coming off of 2 close losses, 2 games they probably should have won with or without Trevor Siemian in the game, right? And Tom, you mentioned earlier, this is Jalen Hurts' second start against the Saints, first start of his career was against the Saints. And what happened in that second half, right? Sean Payton made the adjustments. And that second half, Jalen Hurts was brutal. Now, albeit his first NFL start, I get it. But he was lights out in the first half, struggled mightily in the second half, almost lost the game. But we were able to hang on. And we kind of continued to see that trend a little bit last week as well, albeit he only threw 3 passes. But the second half adjustments that the defense makes, we haven't been able to counter yet. So I'm going to disagree. I think the Saints win. I think it can be close. I think it will be close. But I don't see consistency right now in this team. In order to win a big game like this.
You all right, Ralphie?
Let's go, Milwaukee.
Yeah, Ralph looks a little stressed out there.
Yep.
Let's go, Bucks.
How's your NBA team on the West Coast doing?
500 after tonight.
Oh, this is already a loss for you?
It's already gone? It's already over?
Yeah, it's over.
Oh, it's over?
Yeah,
It's rough,
Yeah, it's
man.
103.95, about to be 104.95 with 3 minutes left.
It's over.
I mean, you're just counting free throws now. I mean, look at you. You're just counting his
42
free
and
throws.
10.
Did he make the second one? He did. Look at him.
Who was defending Giannis? Was it
Who do you
Davis?
think?
He got
Soft fucking ice cream himself, number 3, Anthony Davis.
Not right there, he wasn't, but yeah.
He got worked. Giannis gave him 42 and 10. Jesus. 42 and 9.
Whoa, go get that.
Oh my God, you're missing.
Yeah.
out.
Giannis had 28 at halftime.
Giannis. Go get that, Giannis.
Get that guy off the court, please.
Did you bet on this game, Ralph? Or are you retired?
Oh, hell no. I'm done betting. Fuck that shit.
Retired. I just want to say, man, I hope they win. Because I remember that playoff game, and these motherfuckers was dancing around with the disco ball and the playoffs with the mask on, thinking they won the fucking Super Bowl. So I hope they win, man. I hope they beat the shit out of them, to be honest with you. Because right after the Cowboys, the Saints it was the Cowboys and then the Vikings with that skull bullshit, right? That pissed me off. And then right after that was the Saints that really just don't like. I just don't like their team. I don't like their personality. I don't like their fucking colors. I don't like nothing about them.
Well, I think their head coach is a douchebag, but that's just me.
I agree with you. He's another smug prick. Yeah, I would love to leave here as a loser.
I mean, it's you know it's tough because I think, Greg, you make a great point in terms of how you're looking at the game with the game flow.
You sure about that?
If they stop the run, if they slow down the Eagles and the Eagles are forced to pass, what does that look like? But we saw what it looked like, man. Throw that chicken up, right? Throw that chicken up and let the rookie go get it. You know what I mean? Let the rookie go get it. So, I'm actually, it's tough for me to say this, man, because I think when are we going on? Maybe 2 or 3 times we actually on the same side here. I got to agree to the poll. It's a big game for some shitty teams, right? Mm-hmm. It's a big game for some shitty teams, some under 500, 4-3. Like 3-6, 3-5 teams looking at the 7.
4-6. Get it right.
Oh, my bad. You got me. Keep me in line, Noah. So it's a big game, and there's playoff riding on this, man. Because I think if I looked at it last, I think the Saints are 5th, 6th seed, maybe.
They're 6th.
Yeah, I think they're just above us.
Yeah.
What are they saying? Are they 5-5?
I think they're 5. Are they 5-5? 5-4, maybe. I don't know.
No, they're 5-5.
5-5. All right. Yeah. So it's a big game all the way around. Game flow is going to dictate it. Should be crazy down there, at the link. So I'll go with the home. I'll go with the home crowd here, man. I agree to the poll, man. Birds get a win, and they cover.
Oh.
It's only 2 right now.
Yeah, it's still 1.5, 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't agree a lot on this. I think we're all agreeing for the most part because.
Hey, Tom.
Yeah.
If Sirianni, if he reverts back to his old ways and starts throwing the ball every down, can you promise me you're gonna sprint down to that sideline, yank that headset off his fucking head, and you start calling the plays?
Yeah, I would want no parts of calling these plays for this group, but yeah.
And we're talking so much shit. Who knows? Who knows if it was Laurie saying, "Hey, throw the ball," and now Sirianni's like, "Yo, let me run it." You know what I mean?
Exactly who it is. I know exactly what it's an overall philosophy, back to the word identity, on what they want to be. I mean, Jeffrey Lurie said it. I mean, he said it in his press conference after the season, and then he said it when he hired the head coach. He essentially said what he wants to be. He said we want creative and we want to throw the ball, right? No secret, right? He said that, didn't he? Or am I like going crazy?
No, it's absolutely what he said.
Like I was almost like positive. He almost alluded to like that's what he wants offensively, which is fine. But you can't do it with this guy right now, and they learn that. I think it's more of like, okay, they don't want to be that shitty, right, Nate? Like that. That's what it came down to. Like, oh man, we're gonna be this shitty. All right, we gotta start running it.
We gotta switch it up. Yeah, let the team coach for once. Maybe. I'm not sure. Hey, I'm not sold on him yet because his press conferences tell me a completely different story. And now he's sitting there having dates with Jalen Hurts. Like, who gives a fuck, man? Like, keep that shit in house. You know what I mean? I don't want to know that you guys are hanging out Friday talking about music and shit. Like, come on, man. Especially you lost somebody in the rap community too, man. Shout out to Young Dolph too, man. A lot of these young guys are dying, man. I saw something on the gram, man. Over 100 hip hop artists have died this year. It's insane.
Wow.
People dying in the streets left and right, man. What the fuck is wrong with people? My bad. Went off tangent. Go Birds.
Yeah, go Birds. Frank?
You're not wrong.
To answer the poll, I actually agree. I believe that we are going to beat the Saints on Sunday. We're going to ride that momentum after a great win against Denver. I hope we establish that run game once again. I know that the Saints, I know they got Kamara back. I'm not sure how much of a workload Kamara is going to get on Sunday, but
a ton.
Yeah, they need to win this game, right? They need to win this fucking
Trevor
game.
Siemian is their fucking quarterback. He'll get a ton.
I'm not worried about a guy whose last name is a synonym for an ape in Siemian. So I'm not worried about Trevor Siemian one bit. I want to see our D-line go after Siemian. I want to see our D-line go after Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. So I do like the line on this one at 1.5, 2. I hope we get the win. And of course, New Orleans, they don't do great in the cold weather. So, hey, advantage us. So give me a win on this one.
I'll go.
So he agrees to the poll.
Yes, he does. He does.
All right.
Listen, Trevor Siemian stinks. Okay, there's no way around it. All right, and if you can't beat the Saints with Trevor Siemian at home, you don't deserve no playoffs. You don't even deserve to be a team at that point. Might as well just forfeit the rest of the season. Everybody gets to go home early. You don't have to worry about Christmas. You're all right there. So listen, Eagles win Sunday, and then here we are back again talking about goddamn playoffs because at the beginning of the year it was tank. Oh, this team sucks. Tank. Here we are, week 11, fucking playoffs. Can you believe it?
Tank.
Yep.
I was saying tank. I was one of those, but then I said playoffs.
Everybody was screaming tank. Oh, tank.
Tom tried to murder me live. Nate, what the fuck are you talking about? Playoffs? It's like, shut up. He almost canceled me right live.
Playoffs?
Yeah, listen, I should have canceled myself 3 times now. I mean, I went from a 10-11 win
live when I said it.
To this Sunday night, I could be fucking riding on a horse down Broad. You know what I mean? That's how far it came for me. I went from 10 wins to fucking tankathon to whoop the back. And I'm on the horse with Jalen on the back. And we're just riding down Broad together.
Well, describes the season perfectly, Tom. I mean, look at how inconsistent this football team has been. You can't trust this team. From one week to the next, you just don't know what you're going to get. I mean, we got a great
Russ, you fucking loser. Fucking 5.5, you piece of shit.
You lost a bet, Tom?
You Mr. fucking Stat Stuffer. Mr. Stat Stuffer. Mr. Stat Stuffer, Russell Westbrook. You loser. You loser. You stinks.
What do you miss? What do you miss?
Oh, freaking funny. Nobody's even covering. Nobody's even trying to play defense. You loser. Sure, you're going for a triple-double. That's good. Good. Quadruple. Good.
Oh, you had 5.5 rebounds?
No. I was getting 5.5. I live bet it.
Oh, you live bet at 5.5.
Live bet it. I was getting 5.5 when they had the lead.
Oh, Jesus. He gave him 47? Oh, my God. How you let him score 47?
Damn it. Sorry, guys. I get off.
No, it's all right. It's all good.
That's what betting does to you. I love it.
This is an easy one. You just got to. This is easy.
I love it.
They really do stink, Ralphie. Cancel the Lakers.
Yeah,
Get him out of here. Get LeBron and his freaking dress he was wearing tonight off the court. Get him off the court.
This year.
Crypto.com stadium.
Yeah, it's terrible too.
Crypto.com stadium.
Yeah, that's terrible too.
Young Dots, I don't smoke no more, brother. So I can't. You know what I mean? Can't go rip the cig. All right, that's enough for us.
Oh, you quit? Congratulations.
Yeah, thanks. We'll have a parade for that. Let's worry about it.
Might as well. We don't have to worry about a parade in February, so
no, we sure as hell don't. Devlin, yes, correct. We are still 2 games under 500. So I think we should all calm ourselves down here. Even if we do win Sunday, but that's fine. I mean, we'll enjoy it and we'll get caught up in the moment, and rightfully so if they win. And we'll be running around with the P word, not pussy, playoffs. The other enjoyable P word. There's 2. Now you know. Pussy and playoffs.
Yeah, you know.
That's what Philly does. That's like the crab cakes in football. That's what Maryland does. Pussy and playoffs. That's what the Eagles do.
Let's go.
I want to keep saying that. I just want to keep saying it. Feels so good.
Right? I feel you too. It just rolls off the mouth the right way.
Damn it. One more time. No. Okay. So yes, and we'll read out some comments and get into some score predictions and have some fun with that. Yeah, let's go Birds, David. They always talking about Hawks and the Kraken on TNT.
About to start.
Hawks crack. Todd, what's up, brother? How are you? Going to get in the dub this weekend at home. Now, my question to you guys is, if they lose Sunday at home, and there's a lot of agrees getting tossed around, and rightfully so, we're Eagles fans, and they're 0-4 at home. That's got to change. But if they lose, how's the mood going to be around here?
Would it surprise you?
Terrible.
No, it wouldn't surprise me at all. Actually, not at all.
Yeah, that wouldn't
I
surprise
just always pick us to win.
That's what they do, right? They suck you right in. You get excited.
Yep, and they spit you right back out. And this is the perfect week to do it, right?
Perfect.
The playoffs are right there. Everybody's like, oh my God, we're a game out of the wild card. We're right there. And then here comes Trevor Siemian, 450 yards, 4 touchdowns. And the Saints blow us out by 30 at home. We go on 5 and we're back to square one. So
if they lose, just like the Phillies with the division in their hands, right? Then there's the trip to it.
Yeah.
Right. Then there's the trip to Atlanta and they get swept.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same fucking story.
Yep.
Yeah, if they lose this weekend, I don't want to hear one person talk about, oh, well, guys, it's fine, the schedule. Oh, we play bad teams. We would then be 3 games under 500, 0-5 at home, lost to Taysom Hill or Trevor Siemian or whatever the hell the quarterback's going to be this Sunday. That means we're also a bad team. So I don't want to hear, oh, you plenty of time. It's only week 12. You have divisional games. I don't give a damn.
Yeah. You're 3 games under 500 with what? How many games after that? 6, 7 games left.
I don't care if there was 20, I don't care if there was 20 games after that, Ralphie. If you start 0-5 at home, 3 games under 500.
If you start 0-5 at home, you don't even deserve to make the playoffs.
No, you deserve to be fired.
I don't know. I think Devlin put it best. Then we're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, I think
pretty much.
kind of goes back to, the way it is after, every loss, because that's just obviously what we love to do, right? It goes back to, all right, where are we in the draft?
Yeah.
And what's the point in winning any more games? Because you realize that obviously as the season progresses and you continue to lose at home, then as we all are alluding to, then that means we're just not a good football team. And then how every win's now costing you 2, maybe 3 draft picks. And it's what do you want to get out of it? Lose them all.
And I don't even want to hear, not that anybody in here says it, but like, oh, well, guys, it depends on how we lose, or if the defense is playing well. No, if you lose this game, I do not care how it is. If they lose by a field goal, if they lose 45 to 47, I don't care. If you lose this football game and it says L next to the win-loss column, or tie, because you always got to talk about tie, especially with the Eagles, that's unacceptable. You cannot lose this football game. You just can't. And I don't care.
I gotta ask to be a funny man, Ryan. Can we tie this football game?
No, it's also not acceptable. We got that tie out of the way last year, Noah.
That would be terrible.
And let the other Pennsylvania team do ties, okay?
Yeah,
the other Pennsylvania team.
Let the guys in Steeler country
playing down the competition yet again.
These dark Kraken jerseys, they're nice. The dark blue with the teal, they're pretty solid. Sorry, change subject.
Yeah, that's Greg's answer. If they lose this week, he'll start rooting for the Kraken. Let's
go Kraken.
That'll be his new team.
He's got the Magic, now the Kraken. There we go.
Hey.
It's working.
I mean, let's put it this way: if we lose, no matter how we lose, I'm going to be really pissed off. I will be especially pissed off if Jalen Hurts throws that football 45 fucking times and we lose. And our defense is on the field most of the game, and we give up 40 goddamn points, and our defense reverts back to looking like dog shit.
Umberto, he says, what was worse, tie last year or the Pittsburgh tie to the Lions? The Pittsburgh tie. Yeah, Pittsburgh tie to the Lions. Jared Goff had 55 passing yards entering overtime.
That game was so pathetic to watch.
Oh, it was so bad, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was so bad.
It was.
I feel bad for the people who actually were at the game.
Had to pay to watch it. Yeah, right.
Yeah, pay to watch you tying to an 0-8 team. Like if you were a season ticket holder, you might as well sell your tickets to Goodwill. Actually, you know what? Throw them in the damn shredder.
Is Campbell going in the locker room like, yo, guys, like at least we didn't lose?
What's
like,
that?
What does Campbell say in that locker room? After
yeah.
Is that worse than a loss? I feel like it's worse than a loss tying.
I don't know. He's a little different too, so he might be all jacked up. Like he might have gave it a Monday off. Like we tied.
No, he was like upset in his presser again. So.
Oh, was he? I didn't hear his presser.
Yeah, it seemed like he was banged up a little bit from it. Like I just don't know what's going on. Almost like, you know what I mean? Like,
because your quarterback fucking stinks.
We ever going to win a game? Like I almost feel like that.
55 passing yards going to overtime, dude. If that ever happened here, we would crush him. We would crush him.
Yeah, the kicker missed it.
Yo, Ralph.
Yeah.
What, buddy?
Didn't the Lions kicker miss like a 40-yarder in overtime?
By like 15 yards.
Yeah, it was atrocious.
It was terrible, dude. It was like me trying to kick a field goal, short by 15 yards.
It looked like me hitting fucking driver off the tee.
Yeah, I remember that.
Vegas was written all over that, just like that phantom penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct when the ref bumped into the dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, last Monday night,
Vegas,
right?
all over it. Vegas was all over that shit.
Oh yeah, called down. Hey, Tony, little hip check here.
You know
what I mean? Hey, Tone.
The sad thing is I don't think Jared Goff was the worst quarterback on the field that game. I think Mason Rudolph was and may be the worst quarterback I've ever seen.
I don't know, dude. 55 yards going into overtime, right? That's pretty bad, dude.
Oh, it's not good. I'm not. This is not like a Jared Goff is good thing. This is a Mason Rudolph sucks thing.
Like that offense.
The only defense Jared Goff has is he has no There's nobody to throw the football to.
Yeah.
He's got nobody. Like literally nobody.
Nobody to throw the ball to.
The Steelers have friggin' Najee Harris.
Hyphens.
Well, the Steelers have
It's
Najee
insane,
Harris and
too,
like
with the
50 other
Lions.
guys.
It's insane too with the Lions. Like they brought in Goff and they were like, you know what? We'll let Kenny walk. We'll let Marvin walk. Here's 3 rookies for you, Jared.
Here you go, buddy.
Here's 3 rookies in TJ. Have fun.
And then I'll have the coach call you out. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll have the coach
Right.
call you out. You know, Jared's got to do better. Like, no shit, Jared's got to do better. I'm throwing to a freaking bunch of guys bagging groceries.
But don't worry, Jared. We're going to draft you a guy, Penei Sewell, who is supposed to be good, but he's like 19 and he hasn't played football in a year.
Yeah. Man.
Maybe he can catch passes for you.
Yeah, and
I feel bad. I feel bad for the guy, but he also does stink. We were saying that going back to the.
Oh yeah, baby hands. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Jared Goff in hands.
Baby hands.
He touched me once. He tried to. I mean, his hands were so small he couldn't grip.
Couldn't reach.
Oh my God! So the Kraken's arena is called Climate Pledge Arena.
Nice.
Oh my God!
That's awesome.
It's great.
Cool.
That would
no
be
longer
a
a Kraken
Seattle
fan.
type of thing.
I'll write that down.
Yeah, say that a couple times. Hey, you guys want to go
What do
here?
you got to sign the pledge as you're getting pat down by security?
Hey, at least
No
it's
idea,
better
no.
than going to the crypto over in LA.
Yeah. It's so wonderful.
Hey, maybe you can buy some sheep. No, put some asses in seats. Buy some sheep coin. To the moon. The bastard Elon.
Now everybody's
called
gonna tell me
800
about
bucks.
Hawkinson. I don't know about Hawkinson. I'm gonna do the Hawkinson game. I know about Hawkinson. Their offense,
TJ didn't even have a reception last week.
and
No,
their
he didn't.
offense stinks.
Yeah, the
And
same
He
part-
didn't have 1 reception last week.
Ralphie, you had the same receptions as him last week.
Correct. I
Same
sat
as
on
me.
my ass.
That
I
was like
sat on
his-
my ass.
That was
was on
like
the-
Gesicki on Thursday night. He was 0 catches on 7 targets. How do you have 0 catches? Well, I mean, you got Brissett and Tua throwing to you, so I kind of understand.
But at least one's got to come in. You know what I mean? I catch 1 out of
Yeah, you
7.
would think.
Run in the one. Umberto.
Hey, there we
Oh,
go.
There's
Umberto.
Miles coming back. Yes, he can take it to the house, but Howard and Scott have had 0 negative plays. 26 better not dance. Hey, we're gonna find out.
Yep.
Because what Mr. Nick Sirianni said, well, that's our starting running back. If he's back, he's the number 1. Okay. All right. It better be a combination of the two. I've said this. I'm going to continue to say it. They complement each other well together. Jordan Howard complements anything because he'll run through you. And Jordan Howard needs the football. All right. All he does is get 4 yards a carry. That's all he's going to do constantly. It's all he's done his whole career. He needs the football too. And I think the best compliment to Miles is Jordan Howard. So I just hope they don't get cute this week. That's my big concern. My big concern is they're going to try to get cute and they're going to go back to what they were doing. And I don't know why. I got a bad vibe about it.
I think
Tom,
if they panic, right? If they panic with that run game, you know what I mean? Like if they panic and they don't get off and they start throwing the ball more and more and more. Don't let them get down too. They need to stay. This game needs to stay tight, right? If they get down, maybe double digits scores, early. Don't abandon and keep to your game plan. Keep running the ball. Keep trucking. You know what I mean? I forget it was a coach that said, I forget what coach said it, but, sooner or later it's going to break. Those little 2 yards, those little 3 yards, they start to add up. And sooner or later you break one. And then it opens everything up. So just keep doing what got us talking, right? What's got us a buzz in the air. Just keep doing what you're doing and just keep running the ball, switching it up. Using Jalen as running that power, you know what I mean? And I see in the chat, well, what is Jalen? You know what I mean? Is he Hill? Is he Taylor? He's none of them. You know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of Broke Man Cam. He reminds me of Newton a little bit. He ain't really fast.
I'm back.
But he runs more of a power style type game. He ain't gonna shake you, right? He tried to he can't put moves on nobody out in open field.
Yeah.
Nah.
He gets tackled all the time in open field. He does a juke or he tries, bro. But you might as well just put your shoulder down and just try to run through the motherfucker because you can't juke nobody. So I mean, that's what I see, and he's erratic with his throws. You know what I mean? Okay, kind of deep ball. His intermediate routes and the routes that you want to see him make as a QB, he's not solid at it. You know what I mean? He reminds me of Cam. He really does. It's just that Cam was a beast when he came in the league. Jalen's not.
Oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
absolutely
Like, was it first 5 years Cam became MVP? I think.
Mhm.
correct. Yep.
You know what I mean? One in the first 5 years. So, and then Cam started to try to build himself in the pocket. It's just that, Cam just got beat up. You know what I mean? Cam got beat up. So, yeah, that's what for everybody who's looking for that comparison. What is he? What is he? I think he's tending more towards what Cam is, and the question is, can you win with that? And I've always felt that you can't. You know what I mean? You just can't run with that. You can't win with that style. Now, Cam made it to the Super Bowl. Cam's also 6'5", had 37 touchdowns and 15 rushing touchdowns that year too. Right?
Yeah.
They were
Yeah,
a
it's an
fucking
MVP.
juggernaut. And then that defense was serious. They had some dogs up front, and they had the bookend
And he
linebackers.
can make up for a lot of stuff with his arm strength too. So
Yeah,
a lot of the
right.
stuff that he didn't go through progressions and A, B, C, and D. Umberto, woo, new A2D member. Welcome, brother.
I like it. Umberto.
And you know what the perks include?
Yes, sir.
Picks from Nate Moss, Willie Vegas. You get your member wheel. You're on the member wheel for the jersey giveaways every week. You also get the giveaways on the weekly roundup. You're on that wheel. I mean, you're just wheeled up and you're winning money. Wheeled up, winning money. Become a member, fam. It's pinned right in the comment section over on YouTube. Who's going to be the next guy who takes the plunge? Everybody's going to tell you to. Everybody's going to tell you to. John Malmuth. John Hurts drops back 25 times, picked off twice by Marshawn Lattimore. John's thinking positive this week, guys.
That'll be fun to watch though. If you think about it, that'll be a good matchup to look at. Devontae against Lattimore.
Yeah.
Is Lattimore still casted up on the one hand?
No, he's good. He's good.
Okay. I knew for a couple of weeks he was. I know, like the last time they played the Bucks, it looked like he was.
Last week against Tennessee was the first time that he was free from from all the cast.
Throwing haymakers at Mike Evans with the cast on.
I don't hate it.
I'll take someone like that in our secondary.
Damn right.
This is a must-win week, though, and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. And I just mean must-win more so, like not even talking about playoffs, guys. Just talking about having to win a game at home, right? I mean, that's what I'm standing with it. Like you got to win a game at home. You got to win 2 games in a row. You got to show that you have the capabilities of doing that as a quarterback, as a head coach, as a defensive coordinator.
Yeah, this is a huge game for everybody.
As players, I mean, it's bigger than just, we're trying to get the 7th seed. No shit. We're always trying to make the playoffs, of course. Right? We all know that. We all know that's in the inner grasp a little bit with our schedule and all the fun things that we got coming up, right? But this game's more important for so many other reasons too.
Yeah, it's beyond having reasonable or important football or meaningful football in December and January. It's like if they make the playoffs, awesome, but like nobody's, I think, in the mode where we're going to be yelling and screaming if we don't. But to your point, Tom, it's solely about this at the end of the day. If you can't beat a team, doesn't matter what the team is, in your first 5 matchups at home, you can't beat Taysom Hill and Trevor Siemian at home, then all the good things that this team has shown you in the last handful of weeks goes away like that. It doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. Because that just tells you, okay, you can handle your business against absolutely atrocious teams. And I don't think the Saints are that good, to be honest. They have really good pieces, right? Like a really good defense, a really good running back. But they're this is not, I look at them and the Broncos and they're kind of the same thing. A good defense, some weapons, and a quarterback that's not good enough. So you handled your business on the road in Denver, where historically you're not that good, and you did that very easily. Well, now you're supposed to come home, and it's supposed to get easier for you.
Yeah, that's why it sets up so much like the Phillies. Because is it going to be like, well, look what we got on our schedule, and we're at home, and A, B, C, and D, right? And we saw how that worked, right? And that's what gets me worried about this one, but. like I was saying, I mean, it's just so important to learn how to win games at home. My goodness. I mean, you can't even have conversations of playoffs and the future and all this other stuff if you're not able to win games at home, right? I mean, I was about, being great at home and 500 on the road. I mean, you can have it the other way if you like, but the more realistic way is taking care of your business at home, right, guys? So that's why this game's so important to me. You got to show. You got to show as a quarterback. Are you like we've dealt with enough guys who seem to not be able to play in this city, right? Seems like a lot of people just can't play in Philly for some reason.
Yeah,
really just one, but it feels like 1,000, right? Feels like 1,000. Then when the Eagles are 0-4 at home, that's like uncharted territory for us as Eagles fans. Even when we are bad, even when we are bad, you're like, all right, well, they're going to put up their best fights at home.
Yeah.
And I know
win some games at home.
Yeah, and I know the schedule hasn't been great at home. I know you played some really tough teams at home. I get it. But you got to at least steal one, right? I mean,
yeah, but you played
fall in the one.
You played winnable games though at home, right? You played the Niners was a winnable game.
Yeah, should have won that game.
The Chiefs for 3 quarters of it was a winnable game.
Yeah.
Stop.
For 3 quarters.
The Chargers.
Chargers was a winnable game.
The Chargers were a winnable game, but the Chiefs.
All right, so we'll take 2 out of the 4, right? 2 out of the 4 winnable games.
I agree with Nate on that. I think the Chiefs were just toying with us.
No, not even. He could have put his foot on our throat.
They were just playing with their food.
The only reason I say like for 3 quarters is because you hit that pass to Ertz. That's a completely different game in that first drive, right? You hit that pass to Ertz, and you tie him up 7-7 instead of going down 7-3. That's a completely different ball game.
Well, you see how I moved up in the ladder here, Greg. I used to be down there with you. I've moved up. Okay, I'm not listening to you down there anymore.
Now we're not partners. Now I see it. I see it.
I moved up, okay, Frank got demoted, right, and I moved up in the chain here.
I blame my crappy internet in Moscow.
See, that's just why he got demoted, and I've moved up. Okay.
Well, Frank, that's your fault for moving to Moscow.
Yep. I don't even know who says Moscow ever. You mean Moscow? Moscow? Is that a different place?
No, it's the same place.
Oh, okay. Is that how it's said?
In Frank's world, it is.
Oh, I'm about to go ask Lennon. Like, is Moscow like how Frank says it? Like, I was so confused.
It's interchangeable. It's like interchangeable.
Is it? My son's 75% Russian now, and I shouldn't say that in today's climate. I mean, they're ready to attack everybody. But 75% Russian, and I would have to go have a conversation with him at 9 months old. Not said Moscow. Sorry. Not that you're ever going there.
Moscow.
You better be getting skates for Christmas this year.
Yeah, well, listen, you know that.
Yeah, what you want for Christmas?
Ice skates, Ralphie. That's what I'm getting them.
All right.
And I'm not even a hockey guy like that. That's my 4th sport, but like I feel like I owe it to them. I mean, my goodness, look at all the Russians running around in the pro level. If I don't put him on skates, I do him a disservice. If he can't skate, fine, we'll get you right off. But if I don't put you on him and at least let you dabble, I feel like it's bad parenting, right?
Absolutely.
Right? I mean,
we got another Ovechkin.
Baby, his middle name's Alexander.
Stars are lining up.
I feel a left.
Feed him one-timers. Feed him one-timers in the living room.
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, shit, we hit Titan again in the face.
Wouldn't be the worst thing.
Yeah, right.
Guys, does anyone view the Saints as world beaters? Like, Bill, I don't think anybody disagrees with what you're saying. Kamara's good. They don't have a quarterback.
I mean, they were better with Jameis, obviously.
Yeah, like that's when people were high on them. Jameis isn't here anymore, Bill.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't the Saints of 2009. I mean, what the fuck? No, they're not world beaters. Jesus Christ. They fucking suck. Well, to be honest, so do we. But you know what we're going to do this Sunday? We're going to win a fucking football game at the Link.
I like that energy.
You
know why? Because we have to.
It felt
You
good
go
to
into
be
the
there on
game.
the Chargers game. I found myself there at the Chargers game. I wasn't even expecting that shit.
Yeah, you had nice seats there too. I saw.
Yeah, it was nice. It was nice. It felt good to be down there. Been a while. That it was buzzing. People in the parking lot. You know what I mean? It's been a while since I've been to a game.
Yeah, in that sport as well, Benny. I didn't know that. I gotta get reading.
Oh, slap fighting! It's the weirdest thing.
Oh, I do see that they are all the Russians, them animals.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse. Noted.
Yeah.
Noted for that.
They be knocking each other out, getting slapped.
Yeah. They'd knock my head off. I'd be like crying for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah, there's no
Someone
way I
slaps
would
me that
ever let
hard.
a grown man slap me. They'd be walking away with like $2,000. Man, no, fuck that. We fighting. If I get back up, we fighting because that shit is ridiculous. They be slapping the bullshit out of each other. And then you got to be mad too. Because if you going against somebody who's just like a lot bigger than you, there be some big boys out there.
Yeah.
Some big, thick boys, slapping each other. And you're small and you're kind of skinny. And then you slap them and it don't do shit.
They just stand there like
they just stare and look at you. You're like, fuck.
Jeremiah. Yeah, I think that it was a winnable game in terms of like it was winnable for maybe 5 minutes. I felt in that game. If I'm looking back, like I don't necessarily feel like we were in that game the whole time, but like for a 5-minute period, we're like, can we beat them? Right? Like, are we going to beat them?
Yeah,
But they
there
were
was like a 5-minute stretch right before kickoff where I thought we could win that game, and then the fucking ball got kicked off.
Yeah, I mean that was our last live reaction show, and you're right, Tom. There was some point in the middle of that second quarter where you're like, if we do this, this, and this, we're still in this game.
That's the game that Goddard dropped the pass in the end zone, correct? Or was it
Well, no, Goddard got it, but Dillard or Mailata was offsides.
That was the
ineligible downfield or something.
See him deflecting blame from his guy? See that? It was really on Dillard, but he's blaming Goddard on that. See him deflecting blame?
He's blaming Goddard.
Oh, it was Goddard's drop. No. It was Dillard.
No.
I mean, to a point Tom made earlier, to be honest, I mean, I know we have quite a few aging veterans on this football team, but to some extent, we're still a young team in some respects, still trying to learn how to win. And part of that is learning how to win consistently. And, we still have a lot more learning to do.
So Noah, you mean the flower hasn't fully blossomed yet? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, pretty much.
Got it.
Do we need more water or fertilizer?
Yes.
Or more sun.
Miracle Grow.
You know what? Why don't I just go out to my yard? I'll go piss on the flower beds and see what happens.
I mean, that's your choice. I mean, that's up to you.
Jeffrey, while you're at it too.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Shit.
You said
Okay.
you said something about the vets, Noah. I'm just wondering, and it's ahead. I just because I saw a post about the cap. Are we bad with the cap? I know Howie's at least that's something Howie's good at. But are we bad the cap where it is going to be like, and when it's all said and done this year, there's going to be a lot of vets that Well, I'm thinking Kelsey's going to retire this year. In my head. Right?
Well, yeah. And I would be surprised if Lane Johnson is back.
Really? Why? I see that though. Why? He's like the best right tackle in the league, or at least top 5. Why would we ever get rid of him?
I hear you.
I think of the vets, I think Lane's actually back. See, they've used Lane's contract so much to push it down the line that there's so much dead cap with him that I think he's the one guy back. They're supposed to have somewhere in the $80 million range of cap space next offseason.
Okay.
The guy I could see getting cut just because it's an easy out and it's an easy cap casualty. I know people won't like it, but I think there's a better chance Brandon Graham is cut than Lane.
Graham?
Yeah.
I don't know. Because what did he sign? When he re-signed, was it 3 years?
3 year, yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those.
Did they restructure his deal to try to bring him back?
Well, I thought the
feel
deal
like-
was, now that you're saying it, that everything was guaranteed the first year, but after the first year, they could walk from it, right? Was that-
Yeah, this next year, unless they do another restructuring, then that they could push it back. But this is like one of those years where they can get out of it. That actually helps their cap. But who knows? I mean, Brandon Graham, Lane Johnson, Brandon Brooks. I mean, those are 3 guys that have been restructured. Seems like 5 times in the last 6 years. You know what I'm saying? So would it shock me if he's restructured again? No.
Yeah, I think he stays because if he walks, I mean, you're seeing it now, right? They don't have a pass rusher. Obviously, they're going to get one in the draft more than likely.
Robert, he's not a free agent. Robert, he's not.
Yeah, he's not.
Maybe originally on before he was restructured, he was due for it, but he's not. He's not a free agent.
Yeah, and then Brooks.
Graham's coming off an injury too, so he's definitely a hot topic, right? He's
Achilles,
coming off what's the ACL, right?
No, I thought it was Achilles.
Achilles.
Yeah.
So
Achilles.
it's an interesting injury for a guy who's on the other side of his prime.
Yeah. He's at the tail end. But a lot of people don't know he's the longest tenured Philadelphia athlete.
Yeah,
I love Brandon Graham, guys. I love Brandon.
He has 2 more years left with us.
Yeah,
I love BG, but he's done. I mean, the Achilles is already. The Achilles already makes it a 1 year. You're not the same player coming off the injury that year. It's almost like a 2-year injury. So, and then what's he going to be in 2 years? I mean, how old is he going to be? 35? So, I mean, it's a D'Amico Ryans, except he's even older. So, I mean, everybody remembers D'Amico. We got him and dude, this guy can't play now all of a sudden. I mean, all we did was tackle everybody in Houston. But
and Kiko Alonso, too, the same thing.
Yeah.
The first year we had Kiko, he sucked.
The only year we had Kiko.
And then he went and put on, at least 2 or 3 decent years in Miami once he got healthy.
Yeah. His only highlight play was that one-handed catch, that one-handed interception against Atlanta in Week 1. That was it.
I can see BG being gone now.
He was a beast with Buffalo, right? We got him.
Kiko, yeah.
Tom, I know it won't be, popular. I'm sure a lot of fans will be upset, but timeline wise with this organization makes a lot of sense. This is an offseason where you're going into it trying to rebuild the entire, I'm going to use this word again, identity of the defense. So it's time.
Hurt. You want to come back for $5 million?
Yeah. Like if you want to be cut and then come back, I forget who did that. I think Jernigan did it. You know what I'm saying? Where we cut him and then he came back for much cheaper.
Yeah.
Like if you want to do that, and he's not the only one. Okay, great. Philadelphia. He said, it means a lot to him. He wants to retire as an Eagle. Okay, well then you should understand where we're at right now. If you want to take, a leadership pay cut but stay where you're at, awesome. But we cannot.
What was he supposed to make this year coming up?
Ralphie, do you still have the page up?
Give me 2 seconds.
And Ralph, while you're looking for that, Jesse, he said something about the 17-game season with the Dogs winning so much.
I heard this.
Yeah.
I don't think it has anything to do with 17.
Yeah, I'm not a big. Yeah,
No.
I don't think so. I mean, I think somebody else came on here. Once we really got started with the picks, and they said something like, "Oh, just bet the favorites blind and you'll win." Well, obviously you don't, right? People getting killed some week in out. So it's always been a little bit like 50-50 when you look at the numbers. Favorites usually win like 51, 52%, maybe like 53 in football. Usually some years are off, some years are on, but that's typically the number. And that edge, that 2-3% edge is huge when you talk about gambling, right? A 50, if you're betting at 52%, professional bettors are typically betting at 55, 56%. It's not as the gap is bigger than you think, but the numbers are just small. So I think favorites still win most of the time, and they typically cover. I mean, until that week 8, week 9, all the double-digit favors were covering the 12s, the 13.5s.
Mm-hmm.
Now things are starting to kind of sway a little bit. We don't know who's good. Like I was looking at the not the MVP, the Super Bowl champion changes. It fluctuates from week to week. There's not one steady, favorite. Buffalo's been up there. You have some teams that have been up there. Buffalo, your Tampa's, Arizona's. But, like one team that's creeping that was high went down is Dallas. Dallas is 10-1 to win the whole thing, and I hate it to say it, but Dallas looks fucking good.
Mhm.
You know, they look complete. You know, and then
All those top teams look complete, but they've all had their hiccup weeks.
yeah,
Yeah.
And you just wonder, like you're right. There's
Dallas got smoked by Denver.
Yeah,
there's a
they've
lot
all
of
laid an
parity.
egg.
That's why the NFL is so good, Nate. That's why the NFL is so good. That's why it's such a great product.
yeah.
There's a
It's such
lot of parity.
storylines everywhere. Everywhere you look, there's fucking storylines. You know how NFL loves to tell a good story. Like nobody's talking about Green Bay, and Green Bay has the best record in the NFC. Nobody wants to go to Lambeau in January. And
Nobody's talking about their defense. Nobody's talking about their defense.
Yeah.
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 Nobody. A much
Nobody-
maligned defense. The defense took a lot of heat for their last 3 NFC championship games or 2, or however many it's been, right?
Yeah.
It seems taking up.
One of the other outside linebackers still out because it's 2 of them, right? They got 2 booking. They got was it Smith and then somebody else. I think he's got
For the
Brad.
Saints?
No, Packers.
No, the Packers.
Oh, Packers.
Packers. Yeah. I forget the other one, but they're I think what they're 8-2, and they're number 1 in the division. And you know what I mean, it's just quiet, so quiet. You
Well,
know, Aaron's having a quiet, like kind of a quiet year. The whole COVID thing and him lying took over everything. You know, and then, you know what I mean. So, I like I said, man, it's a moving target, and the Rams look like shit. They got smoked by the Niners. I mean, they typically lose to the Niners anyway, but or the Niners played them tough, but they got smoked by the Niners. You know what I mean? And then as soon as Beckham, you know, it was just like mass. Oh, here we go. You know what I mean? It's a go, and I was just like, man, y'all burning money on them tickets for the Rams going to win it all. This shit ain't basketball. You can't put super teams together in football and just think they're going to fucking win. Shit don't work like that.
Nope. Does not work like that. No, we have not talked Sixers. I know Riz asked that a couple of times. Ralphie, did you pull up the
Smith? That's his fucking name. It was Preston Smith or Gary Smith.
Preston Smith, yeah.
Yeah, that's the 2 of them. I think
Ralphie,
the one's hurt. The one's been hurt for a while.
Ralphie, did you pull up that list?
And Alexander was hurt for a while. I think he's back, but
yeah,
so here Alexander was hurt for a minute.
Yeah, and then Jones.
I think they had to put him on the IR for a little bit.
Yeah,
Jones just went down, and then but I mean Dylan's a moose, right? He just falls forward.
Yeah, they're not going to miss anything without Jones.
I think they will because it's a different style.
Yeah, that's what we say about Miles and Jordan Howard. They like it's a compliment. Like smart teams are trying to compliment guys. Now they still run the ball well, but I hear you. I know what Greg's saying. I know what you're saying. They compliment each other well. So, I mean, I think it's always hard to lose Aaron Jones just because of what he brings out of the back.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah, and AJ's been really good for them
He
too.
can catch the ball too. You know what I mean? So I mean, they're going to be tough, especially it's tough to win a Lambeau, man. His fucking record is like man. I think I was explaining this one time on the show, man. Like he's literally like 50-8 at home. Like it's sick.
Yeah, they have a tough stretch coming up too.
In Lambeau, you know what I mean? Like they're just a tough fucking out. So
they have a tough stretch at the end of the year. So you got they're on the road to Vikings, home versus Rams, home versus Bears, at Baltimore, home versus Browns, home versus Vikings, at Lions.
I'm not scared of not one team that you just named on that list. Cleveland's banged the fuck up. The Vikings are just Kirk Cousins. That's all you got.
Yeah, just division game, right?
Yeah,
So
it's a division game, though. It's always a tough game.
Yeah,
it's a division game. But I mean, Chicago's nothing. You know, I mean, I don't. They really might become the 1 seed. And like, man, going through Lambeau, man, it's fucking gonna be tough. It's gonna be fucking tough.
Ralphie, before we forget, did you pull up what he's due to make?
Yeah.
BG?
So since the restructure of it, he earns a base salary of $1 million.
Who are you talking
and a
about?
restructure bonus of $11.9 million.
BG,
wow. While carrying a cap hit of 7.9, and then a dead cap value of $34 million.
That's the kicker.
Well, what's next? Is that this year or next year?
This is this year.
No, we're next year. Next year is what we worry about.
Same thing. It's the same thing.
His dead cap is
but the dead cap goes down to 26, but the cap hit is 9 million, 9.4.
So there you go.
Yeah, I seen Russell. I seen Sewell Douglas, man. He looks good in Green Bay, man. Good for him.
Bill asked this a couple times. He says, I would like to know from each of you a simple yes or no. Will you really care about a win on Sunday if someone said we can put you in the playoffs and draft after 20, or you can draft in the top 10? Which would you choose? Frank, I'll start with you.
Oh, jeez.
It's like a word problem, Frank.
So make the
know.
playoffs,
It's-
and I
it's-
draft in the 20s.
Not as easy as a yes or
Draft
no
in the
question
20s.
now.
Yeah,
It's not that's a loaded question there, Bill.
Pretty.
No, it's not.
Jeez.
No,
just
it's not at
a
all.
question.
It's make the playoffs.
You're always trying to make the playoffs. It shouldn't even be a
I
question,
know,
Bill.
every year you're trying to make the playoffs.
It's a pretty simple answer for me.
Come on.
I mean, I
You
would take the playoffs.
play to win the game.
There you go, Noah.
Give me top 10.
There you go,
I
Noah.
mean, as much as I would love the top
Hello?
10, you mean at this rate,
Correct.
if we do get the win on Sunday,
top
yeah, I think it's playoffs or bust.
Unbelievable.
Say it for the people in the back, Noah.
I'm not tanking all
You
these
play
games.
to win the game.
Yeah, I'm not tanking all these games to put my eggs back in the basket just to get heartbroken again on draft night. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, I don't.
Not doing
I
that.
mean, for God's sake, guys, we have 3 first-round draft picks coming up, correct? Am I correct with
Correct.
that?
Yes.
Yeah.
3 of them.
Yeah,
Okay?
hopefully.
So with 3 first-round draft picks, if Howie blows all 3 of those, then I don't know
He's
what to
still here
fucking
for
tell
another
you.
20. Then he's here for another 20 years, Noah.
What? What are you guys talking about? Good answer, Greg.
Is
How
this a
are you
process?
guys fucking okay?
Good answer,
You guys,
Greg.
you guys would rather know you can make the playoffs, and you're gonna pass on that to be a top 10 pick. So you guys wait all year round for fucking April. You two should jerk each other off. That's absurd. That's absurd. This isn't a computer game. This isn't Madden where I can't wait till the all season so I can put my roster together like we all did. This is real life. This is real life. What are we doing?
It's the process all over again, Tom. I can't
Yeah,
believe
what are
it.
we losing?
But I can understand where like some people are coming from with the whole draft.
No, I
pick.
can't. I just watched.
You
Ben
can
Simmons.
though. You can.
No, I want this team
Because
to
here's
learn
the
how to
thing.
win,
Here's
Ralph.
the thing, though.
I want them to learn how to win.
Listen.
You
but
know
here's
how
the
you
thing.
learn how to win? By winning, by playing consistent football.
Here's the thing, though,
Not
dude.
by tanking a fucking season. That's why I was so fucking annoyed when those jerk-offs up in the owner's box called down to Doug last season, week 17, and said, pull Jalen out of the game.
Well, he's
Yeah,
Because
see,
we
I
know
agree with Bill.
that
I
Nate,
agree with Bill.
we
I would
all
make the
agree
playoffs,
that Nate
but I
had
understand
no
where other people are
business
coming
being
from.
in that game last year.
How do you know you're going to get blown out? How do you know that? If you're playing good enough football to get in, you're obviously tough enough. You're obviously tough enough. So don't tell me it's a
Come
guaranteed
on,
blowout.
dude. You're going to You're going to Lambeau and winning. You're going to Lambeau. You're going to
I don't
Tampa
know
and
where
winning.
I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. Where I know I'm going is the
I'm
playoffs.
just saying, dude.
Hold on, because this is what
Well,
you
no,
guys.
I'm with you though. I'm with you. I want to make the
Bill,
playoffs. I'm just
Bill,
giving the
everybody
other
wants those
side of it.
caveats at me. There were the caveats. Well, you get in, you're gonna get blown out. Well, no. That's not a guarantee. First off, because I don't know who I'm playing to say I'm going to automatically get blown out. Second off, I'm always going to take the playoffs. I mean, who's not doing that? That means my roster's not as flawed as I thought it was. Maybe I have more young talent. That means guys like Davion Taylor, guys that were younger players, obviously started playing good football for me to get into the playoffs.
Yeah.
Remember, we are not in the playoffs right now. We are not in. So to get in, you got to be playing semi-good football. Semi-good football.
Yeah, you want to get
Don't
invited to get
guarantee
into
me
the
a blowout. Don't
Don't get
guarantee me a
invited.
blowout.
Yeah.
That means you don't watch the NFL and what we just talked about 10 minutes ago
Can't even get in.
about all the extras, about the underdogs and everybody covering and everybody getting fucking crushed when they're betting the big time favorites. Well, so you're gonna go back and tell me I'm getting blown out of the playoffs? That's it. It's not fucking basketball. It's not basketball. Like we were just talking about too. It's a game of inches. You cough a ball up or two. You see a couple ghosts. All of a sudden, you're in a dogfight, motherfucker. So don't. This isn't the same sports. One doesn't equal two here. Or one plus one doesn't equal two. One sure as hell doesn't equal two. But one plus
No. In a one-game scenario, anything can happen. To your point, right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Exactly. I mean,
This
it's not
isn't-
1992. It ain't 1992 where almost every fucking year, back in the 90s or whatever, And, on championship Sunday in the conference championship games, it was always more or less the 1 and the 2 seed playing. You know what I mean? But it's not that way these days. It's just not. Look, the Eagles have made runs. They made a run in recent memory to the NFC Championship game as a 6th seed, for God's sakes. Granted, we lost to the Arizona fucking Cardinals that year, but shit, runs can happen.
Jeremiah spit facts last year. Yeah. Appreciate the super chat, brother. Last year, yeah, that last game of the year, meaningless. Like, yeah, let's get out of here winning an L. Right? It doesn't mean anything. Of course, now I'm looking for draft positioning. Okay? But
yeah, that's a whole different story.
Yeah, we're talking about so week 18. I'm gonna ask you a yes or no. Now I'm gonna ask everybody else out there a fucking yes or no. Because now I'm dictating the yes or no's. Week 18 comes, or 17. I don't even know. What is it? 18. Really? Week
18.
18 now. All right. Whatever. Week 18 comes, and it's win or go home. You win, you're in. You lose, you're going home. Y'all taking to go home?
Oh, I'm going. I'm getting in.
No, because at that point, we're not in the top 10, so we're going to the playoffs.
That's the worst case scenario, actually, is to be in the conversation for playoffs and not making it. Because that means you have the 19th pick overall. It's like, well, damn, I might as well have the 25th because I'm nowhere close to 10.
I'm just making the point, though. Like, are people okay with that? Since we're okay with not making the playoffs, we'd rather lose because we get an extra 4 spots up or an extra 3 spots up or whatever it may be, right? Like, oh, right? So would you rather have that? Because you're jumping up a couple spots. Come on. If you draft well, you can draft well from anywhere. If you draft well and you evaluate talent well.
Yeah, we don't. That's why I'm trying to take the guesswork out of our idiots.
Well, maybe if we make the playoffs.
Yeah, but the teams, Greg, that consistently pick in the top 5, you know why they consistently pick in the top 5? Because they consistently pick the wrong fucking players. They have a losing culture, and they lose year in and year out. That's why.
I'm not telling you they're beating those teams. I'm telling you I'll take the playoffs over an alternative any day of the week. All right,
absolutely.
I can draft well from anywhere. Damn it. It's not a one solution to hit big. It's not one. It's not like, okay, the only way you can be successful in the National Football League is by tanking and restarting. That's not true. That's not true at all. Not in this sport. So that's the opposite. Because if you draft well and you're good with your money and all those things, you can be successful for a while. So if we get into the playoffs, that's obviously telling me that my GM's drafted better than maybe we think he has. That's factual then. That becomes factual. Because this second-round pick, who he dealt his big-time money quarterback for, could obviously play enough to get you into the dance. Right? He's obviously can play enough to get you into the dance.
Yeah.
Right? Exactly. That means other guys. That means Landon Dickerson's got to be playing good. That means Jordan Malaz's got to be playing good. That means that he's better than we gave him credit for. So it shouldn't matter where we draft. It doesn't mean Jalen Reagor doesn't fucking stink. Right? It doesn't mean some guys don't stink like JJ. It just means he's done a better job than maybe we think he has. Mm-hmm. So I don't care where I pick that. And I got 3 fucking first rounders. So I really sure as hell don't care where I pick.
You got Miami's.
I got Miami.
Miami's pick is the key pick.
But in a regular year, I still will go with playoffs, even if I had 1 pick. Even if I had 1.
If we go from a team that's 2 games below 500 to a playoff team, doesn't that mean, to your point, Tom, that we probably have a quarterback, we probably have a coach, we might actually have a defensive coordinator, even though we probably still think he's an idiot, and we have more pieces to this young team than we initially thought?
Yes, that's exactly what that would mean then. That would mean that we some thought coming into the year that it wasn't that bad talent-wise on this roster. Yep. But we needed to run the football. We needed to be a run-first offense. We waited a little too long for that.
Yeah.
So, but that, we knew we could be semi-successful. That's all. And successful meaning a playoff and out. Like, nobody's talking about beating the Cardinals. And the Cardinals I'm not even scared of the Cardinals. But, yeah, okay. But I'm still not beating some of these teams, like the Packers, etc.
we like you said, we never know at the end of the day. We almost saw Taylor Heineke beat Tom Brady last year. Point blank, end of story. Point blank, end of story. And then, again, it's not about like, oh, we're trying to make the playoffs. We're trying to go on a run. We're not changing expectations like that. We're not moving the goalposts. But if you're asking, I think a lot of us here, both on the show, in the chat, and in the fan base, do you want meaningful football games and our young players to play well, or do you just want to tank and hope maybe just because we have the computer game, higher draft picks, maybe it's going to help? I'd rather see good football, meaningful football, and the guys that we already have here play well. Because to your point, Tom.
Amen.
To your point, Tom, really, if you just want to go by gut feeling on what we've done in the draft, by the way, it's not just about the draft this year, guys, too, because you have free agency. It's not going to be like an offseason last year where you're handcuffed. You can have other outlets to get players in here. If you look at the last 3 years of drafts, there's more.
That's put us in the spot we're in right now, where we're in cap hell because we have to try and build everything through free agency.
No, what's put us in cap hell is bad extensions. What's put us in cap hell is Alshon Jeffrey's extension. What's put us in cap hell is Fletcher Cox's
free agency and trades, right? You know what I mean? Because
you
missed on drafts.
No, it's from extending guys that you've already had here because you've won a Super Bowl.
Right, but I'm saying because we missed in the draft and we had to then extend those guys to make sure that we still have something available.
I don't think it has one. I don't think one has to do with the other. I think Howie Roseman's like, oh, well, I think it's one guy. Oh, you were a part of a Super Bowl team. We're going to give you an extra.
That's a big
part
of it, too.
I'm about to say, Alshon will help us get a ring, so.
Yeah, and that's why they gave him guaranteed money for 2 years. And
Phillies are still paying for hanging on to Jimmy and Utley and Howard too long.
Exactly. They had Phillies 2012 syndrome. Oh, we're going to keep the same guys. We're going to run it back. No, don't try that. They're 50.
So the moves that the Phillies made, are those good moves? To the back end. I think it was it Howie something got signed or something?
Howie Kendrick to come in.
Yeah,
he's just an instructor, I think.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, we talk about the farm system. We talk about the back end, right? You got to build it from the foundation and just stop buying people to think they're going to come here. Like you got to build it up.
I think they're going in the right direction.
Part of it, was that a good move?
It was a good start.
Yes, everything they've done from going and getting somebody off Tambay Ray's tree to where they're at now, and obviously we're going to talk Phils at the end here. But to your point, to it all, yes, they're going in the right direction. Dave Dombrowski's a smart guy. And he's trying to put things in place.
Bill's so upset that the Celtics fan in him came out now.
Oh, here he comes. Shots. Now he's attacked.
Hey Bill, when's the last time you guys won the finals or made the finals? I'll wait.
This is where you get this is where you go too far, Bill, where you're like, your definition of success is laughable. No, it's not. Because I always talk about Broad Street. So how is my definition of success laughable? I'm saying that I would rather always make the playoffs. Because that means I'm better than a team that doesn't make the playoffs. So that just means going into the following year, my expectations are a little bit higher, right, Bill? Like I don't know what you're saying. So is that guy, that home run guy, I'm going to get an 8? Are you guaranteeing me that, Bill? Are you guaranteeing me that I'm getting a fucking gold jacket at 8? No, you're not. But no, you're not. No, you're not. You can maybe guarantee me that I lose in the first round. That's about the only thing you can really hold that holds weight in this conversation, because you can't promise me anything. It's the draft. It's like a lottery. It's a lottery. There's so many misses. So you're not promising me shit. You're just saying, oh, the guys that are the likes of Devontae Smith and Patrick saying, no shit, Bill. But Greg Newsom's pretty good too. Okay, Najee Harris is pretty good too. Travis Etienne probably going to be pretty good if he didn't get hurt. Okay, so I don't want to hear that you can't get guys. This is just one draft that I'm giving you 3 names. Rashad Bateman just came back. Looks like he can play a little bit at 27, right?
Yeah, he does. He looks good.
Okay, Eric Stokes for Green Bay, who we're talking about their defense, looks pretty good, don't he? All right, Eric Stokes grades 29. Right, Gregory Rousseau for the Buffalo Bills has 3 sacks, 22 tackles, a pick. Pretty good, right? Odif Owa, right? Brian, I'm saying his name right, from Penn State, 4 sacks. The kid for Tampa Bay has 3. So you're talking about, you're telling me that I can't get players there is what you're saying to me. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying.
It's also like the second, third, and fourth rounds don't exist either.
Quiddy Pay drafted 21st by Indy has 1 sack. So just off of that, who's having a better year? The last pick of the first round, or the second to last pick?
Look how upset he is.
Or Quiddy Pay. So like, this is what I'm saying. It's a crapshoot, Bill. You're not guaranteeing me Trevor Lawrence. You're not on a silver platter guaranteeing me an Aaron Rodgers for the next 20 years. You're not guaranteeing me that. You're guaranteeing me a circle jerk on draft night to say, we're in the top 10, boys. I can't wait to talk about a guy that we want and we're not going to get. I can't wait.
And Bill,
by the way, Aaron Rodgers was taken 24th overall back in 2000.
We would rather be losers and talking to me about my definition of success. Your guys' definition of success, anybody that doesn't want to make the dance is a loser. That's what your definition is. And I love both of you two, but that's the definition of a loser.
They don't want to have fun. They don't want to have fun. They don't want to have fun. That's the biggest thing, Tom. It's like, I think we just want to have fun, right? Like, we want to root for games that matter, right?
Who doesn't love the dance?
Yeah, I don't get losing there. That's when he first asked the question. I was like, huh? Like, it's win. It's always been win or go home, right? We don't lose.
You play to win the game.
Oh my God, we got to hear it again.
Oh, you'll hear it again.
True. I know.
I'm just laughing. Yes,
I know what you two are thinking. If you're going to talk to me about
I'm flat out trolling. I actually completely agree with you guys. I'm just flat out trolling.
I know you. That's why I just didn't even attack you in there. But Bill, like, I know what you're getting at. I just can't buy into it. You would have to be guaranteeing me something. Like, you would have to be like, you know what I mean? It's like who wants to become a millionaire? Like, okay, you're not going to give me an out though. Then I'm going to keep going. You got to guarantee me something so I don't take all your damn fucking money.
I think but especially this year though, I think the allure though, and yes, I'm trolling, but there is a part of me too that let's go, right? Because you potentially could have multiple, right? To your point, right? One, let's get in the dance and let's do it, right? But with multiple, you just take it. Take some of the risk out because you're bound to hit one of three.
Hey, Bill Middlebrook. You know what the joke is? The joke is trying to lose every fucking game, not being competitive, just so we can say we picked in the top fucking 5. Fuck that. You play to win the goddamn game. You play to put on your helmet on Sundays and go out and beat the shit out of your opponent.
They're trying to win. They're just not good enough.
Facts.
They're not out there losing.
Oh, don't tell him that though, Greg. Oh, no.
I'm just admitting that we're just not as good as
they are
as
competitively tanking.
Greg, don't tell him that though. Don't tell Bill that because he's had the conspiracy theory since week 2 that they're tanking. It's a grand plan by Howie. That's a tank.
Yeah, right. I mean, maybe I would never put it past them losers, but just say we actually
sorry, guy.
Sorry, one team wins the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
God, I'm allergic to losing.
So, and that goes in every sport.
You're a Philadelphia Eagles fan, Noah. You grew up losing. We grew up losing.
My definition of success is about a young football team with a young
we're Philly fans. All we do is lose.
A first-year head coach, and a second-year quarterback, right? That's the definition of success, making the playoffs. I don't care what anybody has to say. That's the definition of success. So if anybody disagrees with that, then everybody's definition of success is way off the fucking rocker tonight.
Especially we had 4.5 wins last year. We had 4.5. If you end up with 9 wins,
Green Bay, I'm gonna flip it. If this is Green Bay and Aaron fucking Rodgers, then yeah, making the playoffs isn't my definition of success, right? Going to an NFC Championship game and getting beat again isn't my definition of success. It's Super Bowl or bust. If I'm the LA Rams, it's Super Bowl or bust. If I'm a lot of teams in the upper echelon, it's Super Bowl or bust. When I'm a team that's a quarterback can't throw, all right, I'm not going to do this tonight, okay? Who can throw a little bit, but only when they're running the ball, right? And has a lot of question marks. And a first-year head coach is talking about fucking fertilizer and a bunch of bullshit. And you're going to tell me that success isn't making the playoffs? We ain't watching the same shit then. We haven't watched the same shit. Simple as that. Simple as that.
I agree with Ted. Greg, you stink.
A team that has not won consecutive games all year.
Shower today, so I very well could.
Oh shit!
No, I hear what you're saying, Tommy. It's different teams, different success. You know what I mean?
Don't challenge what I consider success. That's what I'm mad at. I'm a fucking competitor. So don't challenge what I can ever consider as successful. All right? You want to challenge somebody else's? Be my guest. I can't speak for other people. I can speak for myself. All right? And I never wake up to fucking lose shit. I'll be the worst coach. You never want me around your kid if I got tank in my brain. Right? I don't care if I'm coaching the worst group in the fucking world. We're trying to win a ball game. There ain't no tank. There ain't no we'll get them
Jacksonville,
tomorrow.
young Das. Look at Jacksonville. Shit.
Detroit.
It's
Jets.
okay.
Young Josh, I couldn't agree more.
Would you rather be guaranteed the third pick every year or make the playoffs? That's what I just was asked. Would I rather be guaranteed the third pick every year or make the playoffs? Oh, let me think.
I'll take the playoffs.
First, Russell Westbrook can't even stat pad tonight, and then Bill's bringing this shit in. I mean, this is fucking unbelievable. Fucking unbelievable. I'm eating gummy bears. I'm just like eating my sorrows away. The Rams fucked me in the ass on Monday night. I mean, I just can't.
Third pick every year?
Huh?
That's the Lions.
This city would burn down if he picked third every year. Oh my God.
No, you know what's sad, Ralphie?
That's why you pick early in this draft with 3, then we go out and we win.
Ralphie, you know what's sad though?
Trade one.
That's true. No.
Ralphie, I think if we had like
or our luck, we're missing, right?
say for 3 straight years, Ralphie, we had a top 3 pick. I think some friggin' fans in this city would actually enjoy it.
Yeah.
That's the sad thing.
Like yearly?
For like the next 3 years. They can get their freaking computers out. Oh my God, I get to study guys in November.
No, like if you're guaranteeing me the third pick, but you're telling me like I'm going into this knowing I'm going to stink for 3 years, that's a different story. But we're in a position like we don't know, but we have a lot of assets next year. Yeah. We're trying to figure out our quarterback. We're trying to figure out our head coach. We're trying to figure out a lot of things. And nobody can tell me that what's best for this franchise moving forward is losing instead of making the playoffs. If anybody tells me that, then this tenure is also going to fail.
Correct.
By the way, Jeremiah, just get a membership, bro. You just gave us in the super chats, which we love, enough for a membership. Just grab a membership, bro.
Greg, not that you're wrong, but
big facts.
What are you doing? I mean, we're trying to pay bills over here.
Yeah,
Jeremiah, thank you.
I love it, but I'm trying to help the guy out. Trying to recoup his funds, right? So we can get more super chats.
I told him this the other day. I said, become a member. You guys should also become a member. I see a lot of guys
Thanks,
on YouTube.
Jeremiah. I do appreciate it, brother.
A lot of cats on YouTube not trying to win money. Well, Bill, I'm not worried about the best we'll do. I mean, that's like. Okay, I mean, that's probably where it will be, honestly. Maybe. But, I mean, we'll know more Sunday. It's hard to talk these things when I need Sunday to come and let me see what
Sunday.
Because we might be back.
Yeah, we might be fucking.
We might be on the same trade.
Dude, we win Sunday.
No, we might be
right
back on the tank trade.
It's right there.
Either way, it's a weird feeling. And Tom, you and I were saying this back when the team was actually like in contention for Super Bowls back in 2017. Like during our playoff run, like one more week. It's a weird feeling knowing no matter what the outcome is on Sunday, this city's going to get really nuts on Monday. And that could mean like really nuts in a good way. Like, oh my God, we're back. Jalen Hurts is the guy. Nick Sirianni's the guy. Playoffs. Or, okay, let's just tank. Maybe let's just fire everybody. Like there's not going to be an in-between.
Yeah, I mean, by Sunday night, depending on how the game goes, it could be the situation where you're like, all right, then I'm in Bill's camp.
Yeah.
Like, okay. Yeah.
The only guarantee, and like I said, I was trolling with you. I would completely agree that if we make the playoffs, then at least we know some of our pieces are heading in the right direction, right?
Yep.
Boom, Nick. Woo!
Nick.
But the only guarantee that I will, if you guarantee me Howie's fired if this is a disaster season, then bring on the dumpsters. Let's go.
He's not going anywhere.
No, and you're completely right.
But you know what's
that
funny,
would be
Greg?
the only guarantee, right? I could have all first 5 picks. But if Howie's picking them, I'd still be like, yeah, let's make the playoffs.
Greg, you know what's funny? You're not far off because I said this like 4 or 5 weeks ago on a Monday. I went on like a 10-minute rant saying, oh, I want us to stink because I want it to get so bad Howie's gone. But then like I woke up from that dream and I'm like, wait, if Howie
Never
didn't get if Howie didn't get fired after
You didn't wake up from a dream. You got yelled at by me that he never. I kept yelling at
No,
you.
you were on board. You were on board that week. Then we yelled that Wednesday. There was a couple days where you were on board.
I'm always on board with firing Howie Roseman. I've been on board with that since the day he took over. I'm just saying
That's fair.
I was more on the side of he's not going to. It's never going to happen.
No.
Fuck. Like we're stuck with this guy.
Yeah.
Nick, though, we really appreciate it. Welcome, brother. Anybody else tonight want to win money? Want to win jerseys weekly? Everything we give out here on HUD Radio, right? All you gotta do, right in the YouTube, right in the comment section, it's pinned to the top. Click on it, become a member. Worth every dollar.
Did we?
Hey, boys, I got to run. Have a good one, all right?
No,
One more time, Noah. One more time.
Score prediction before you leave.
Oh, all right. There you go. Birds 24-17.
Nice.
Okay.
And one more on the way out.
You play to win the game, Bill Middlebrook.
Put the government out there. I like it.
Take your top 5 draft pick and stick it somewhere. Only bad organizations want to pick in the top 5 every year. Just look at the fucking Lions. Good night.
See ya.
Later, Noah.
Phone drop.
Walk off.
See ya, buddy.
It's the bottom. It's the bottom left button.
Right.
Red button.
Taking the bad way.
To the left. There you go. There you go.
Put her to sleep with you. I mean, like with you. All right, you guys all want to give our score predictions? 2017 Eagles. I think that's what I said Sunday, so I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
I forget.
Got to
I'll
be
go
right.
next.
Got to be a dogfight, right? I'm just thinking it's got to be like your defense wins you a football game, right? If you're looking at it, right? I mean, I'm not saying we won't score or do anything, but I feel like it's got to be a dogfight.
23-16 Eagles.
Okay.
Let's get nuts. Let's get nuts.
Extra field goal's big.
Let's go.
We're
I'll
comfortable.
go 27-13 Eagles.
Oh, wow. Look at fucking you. Look at
Route.
Look
It's
at
a
you.
route.
Look at you picking Jalen Hurts up on the horse and riding him down broad. I see you. I see you against this defense. 27. Let's go, Ralphie. I hope that comes true. I got to listen to Chris Coleman fucking below Jalen. Tell me he's McNabb for freaking 24 hours in the group. Oh, my God. All right.
Stat comparison.
Bills then got to win? Bill, come on.
Bill, who the fuck are you? You're not allowed to. Tankathon?
Yeah, that should be a loss, Bill. If you guys tanking, that should be a loss.
I love
went
it,
through
though.
all this for the dub. I
I
mean,
love it, though.
unbelievable.
I love
Dude, that's the biggest troll job in
it. It is.
history. You got us talking for 42 minutes.
About a tank.
42 minutes about Tankathon. And the guy circles back. Nobody circles the wagons like Bill Middlebrook.
Maybe that's the amount of draft picks he wants this year. 31 firsts and 19 seconds.
That'd be cool. That'd be glorious. We'd be good real quick.
We'd screw it up. We would screw that up.
What do you guys got?
I'm thinking. I don't got it yet. I saw.
By the way, the Saints are in the number 6 for the playoffs. They're number 6, and then Carolina's in number 7 at 5-5.
And if we win this week, Ralphie, we have the tiebreaker over all 3 of them.
Yes, we do. And the Vikings play the Packers, and they're 4-5, so they could drop to 4-6. It's gonna get spicy if we win Sunday.
Let's get Ralphie.
Let's get like
nuts.
Hellman's
Spicy.
mayonnaise. I'm gonna
Let's
go.
get nuts, Ralphie.
I'm
They're
gonna
gonna
go
do it, aren't they? They're gonna pull us back in. God damn it! They're gonna pull us back in. Jesus.
We're already there now.
Yep.
Yep.
Here we are. The hope is alive.
Yeah.
Frank.
And I'm going to keep the hope alive. I'm going to go 27-23 in favor of the Birds.
Nice.
40-10, Greg.
I got 27-20 Saints.
Damn it.
You're a piece of shit, Greg.
I am.
You stink, Greg.
I thought you were going to go like 40-10.
I'm glad Frank is between us right now. 'Cause I'm like,
You got demoted back to the bottom layer.
right. Oh, damn.
Now we're there.
You know the instigator up there did that shit. Right? It just looks like an instigator. I'll
Come
go.
on, St. John's.
I'll go 27-13 Birds.
Wow.
Let's go.
I think if I'm going with the Birds, if they win, I don't think it's going to be that close of a game because that tells me that the Saints can't do anything on offense, and we somehow get in the zone.
Ted's calling you Ralphus.
No,
Is that like Nostradamus, but Ralphie?
I love it.
Jesse, Greg be like 44-0 Saints, hurt back to back, pick six. Robert wants to know, Greg, if you've picked the Eagles to win this year.
I have one job on this panel, and I do not pick the Eagles unless I really think they're going to win.
So is that a no?
I don't think I picked the Eagles once this year. No, I can't remember, but I don't think I did.
We're gonna fuck it up this weekend, aren't we?
I picked against them in the Super Bowl and we won, so you're welcome.
But I used a cardboard cutout to help us win the Super Bowl.
I did.
Did you?
I didn't trust Nick Foles. I still don't trust Nick Foles.
By the way, fun fact:
First
the
time
Eagles
you've ever
don't
seen
have
the
to get
Eagles
on a
Super Bowl,
plane
you
for
pick
the
against
rest
them,
of the
just
year.
lie to yourself. I don't care.
Wait,
I did the job for the group.
Ralph's right.
I wasn't allowed to pick them, even if I wanted to. I wasn't trusting Nick Foles.
Ralphie, what did you say?
Said fun fact: the Eagles don't have to get on a plane for the rest of the year
They don't.
because everything's on the East Coast.
And buses.
You got the Giants, Jets, Washington, Cowboys at home.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh, if we win
It's
this,
all the
if we win this Sunday, it's getting
everywhere.
messy. It's getting messy. Don't have to get on a plane.
I mean, Marcus. Look at Marcus. I only see one loss remaining, and if Dallas rests their starters, I can see his queen sleeping. Holy shit!
And I think the Eagles have a Saturday game this year on the 19th, which is still to be determined, I think. If I'm exact on that.
Is that the Jets
Am I
game?
correct on that? No, Washington.
That's going to be the game. You know what I mean? Somehow Washington's defense decided to show up when all their stars got hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right? Christ.
Well, I know at least the one pick I saw Brady threw it right in the guy's numbers. So
Yeah, Brady showed his age for once. I was big on that game. I thought they were going to mop them.
You guys want to do a little locks of the week?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'll go first.
Hold on, let me give everybody's records, Ralphie. I know you wanted to just breeze by this one.
Yeah.
you still last, Ralph?
Yep.
Yeah, Greg, you had it. Greg, you apparently had a really good week.
Surprise.
I lost my teaser.
Tom, you had the group's first undefeated week of the year. You went 4-0. Congratulations.
Fucking
Boom.
Good shit.
I wonder if I just stuck to those 4 plays.
You should sell picks.
So in last place with a 5-13 record, 27% win rate, Ralph Delavecchio.
You did it.
And that's why you don't bet with me.
In second to last place is Greg with a 7-12 record, 36% win rate.
He's bad.
Then we have Frank. Frank coming off a bad week, I believe 1-4. Frank.
Yeah.
Lost the house.
Worst. He went 20. He is now 20-18 with a 52% win rate.
That ain't bad, Frank.
Yeah.
Tom in
Rocking the
second
21
place.
club.
Tom is in second place with a 22-12 record, 64% win rate.
Damn.
And then I'm at the top, 21-9 at a 70%.
Oh, it's a bad call. Oh, it's a terrible charge
You
call
boys
right
are hot
there.
up top, man.
How many wins I got? 21.
You have 22.
Hold on. Is this just
How
straight
many you
up
got?
or is this against the spread too? Or is this
It's against. It's
No,
against
these are locks, so it could
these
be.
are locks of the week. So it's any bet,
Anything.
anything.
Yeah.
Usually
Uh,
get that though.
Yeah. Tom, you have 22 wins, 12 losses. I have
That's a bad
21 wins, 9 losses.
Would you go last week?
You went
1-1.
I went 4-0 and I didn't.
Yo,
Crazy.
it happens like that, bro. Like what you'll do, you'll look at it and you'll get your read and you have your keys and then you'll wait a day or two and you relook at it, and you're completely different than what your first original read is. So, like one key thing, unless there's an injury, if you got a feel in the game and you like the side, pull the trigger. Don't wait, because you'll hear different things, you'll see different people talking about stuff, and it can sway. Like on the show last week on Sunday, I was all over the Patriots. I was all over New England.
Yeah,
And
but
I
then
had
they
swayed
wait.
that Cleveland was a possibility, and they got smoked.
Yeah.
I mean, they got fucking smoked. That
Yeah, they got boat race, dude.
Yeah.
and I didn't bet the Vikings. I liked the Vikings last week, and I got swayed off the Vikings. You know what I mean? So it happens. You know what I mean? It happens. Just pull the trigger though. Pull the trigger.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Ralphie, you said you wanted to go first?
Yeah, I'll go first.
All
All
right.
right, Frank, I got 4.
Oh, he's trying to beat out Greg.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
All right.
I got the over
on,
on the
let me-
Browns and line.
Oh, he's got that shit.
I said,
written
hold
down.
on. Let me get a better writing utensil. All right, continue.
All right, I got the over on the Browns and Lions.
Teams
Got at
scored
43 and a half.
43 and a half.
17 points last week. Over.
It's over 43 and a half.
Yep.
All right.
I got the over on the Colts and Bills, which is 50 and a half.
50 and a half. Colts.
It's on the
Hold
overs
on.
club.
50 and a half, right?
Yep.
All right.
All right, next one is A.J. Dillon to have over 80 rushing yards.
Who are they playing?
Over
Vikings.
The Vikings.
the rush. Okay.
Not a bad. That's their best play so far.
And then the Seahawks to beat Arizona.
Seahawks. Seattle.
Money line.
ML.
Look at
versus
you, Ralph.
RI.
Put a rack on that, please. Thank
Look
you.
at
Put
you.
a
Put a rack on?
Put a fucking rack.
All right. I'll book my ticket to Baghdad and we'll put a rock on it. Got it.
Jesus.
He said Baghdad.
Those are my 4. If I go 0-4, I quit. I'm not doing this.
What the fuck are you guys talking about?
Frank, I'll give you mine real quick because I've only got 2.
Frank threw Iraq in.
Okay.
Right, sorry, that one got me. Frank's going to back that. You guys later.
I don't know where that came from.
That's just well done,
It's
son.
off the top of the dome.
Just, yeah, fucking back that in. I was like, he's like, I'll go get Iraq.
Yeah, Ralph wanted to put a rock in, and I'm like, all right, I'll book a ticket to Baghdad.
Got it. Sorry.
Jesus Christ.
A little slower here. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hooray!
Ah.
I vote everyone.
So, Ralphie, you took the over in the Lions Browns.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the under in Lions Browns. Jared Goff had 50 throwing yards, passing yards in 4 quarters. My God,
That's almost Jalen Hurts, like first quarter of the year stats.
Even quarterbacks at West Point can have better passing yards than that.
That's very true.
So give me the under on that. Sorry, Ralphie. And then give me the Titans to cover over the Texans, and that was minus 10.5.
Ooh. Ryan's keeping his slim lead. He's going low.
I see.
Listen, I'm going Kyle Shanahan. Just play not to lose. Just play not to lose. Come and get me.
What were your 2? What was the other one? Your first one?
My first one was the under in Lions Browns.
Big hit. Let's go.
43.5. And the other one was Titans cover over the Texans minus 10.5.
What game is that? What channel is that on, Greg?
FS1, St. John's, Illinois, Indiana. Good game.
Oh, it is.
Man, I know the Patriots are playing good football, but we're giving the Falcons 7 at home.
I wanted to take the Patriots so bad, but I can't.
I was also tempted on that one.
No, I'm not even trying to take the
Go
Patriots.
the other way. You take the
Trying
Falcons.
to take the Falcons.
I'm not taking With
Are you
Patterson
taking
out?
the Falcons?
Nah,
No,
with Patterson
I'm
out.
just
All right.
saying it's tempting. I'm just like looking down the board and just
Yeah.
saying that one.
New England's playing well right now. You gotta. I wouldn't want to get in front of that train.
I don't want to get in front of the trade. I just look at a team getting 7 at home. That's not necessarily a bad football team. And on a short week, Thursday nights are weird fucking games.
Yeah, I don't bet Thursdays. I hate betting Thursday games.
Oh
Well,
man.
I guess I'll jump into fun real quick. Even though I do my shit on Sunday, I'll give a game for you guys to look at. I'm looking at it now. Typically don't bet this early. Couple lines I do like. Everybody, I think Ralphie touched on it. I think Ryan, you touched on it. You know, looking at that Cleveland and Detroit game, I would take Cleveland there, man. I'm not even sure if Golf plays. If Golf doesn't play, Jesus.
Money line?
No.
No, they're minus 11. You ain't getting any time for the money line, bro.
I don't know,
What's with
dude.
you on the money line?
I only,
What is with you?
I only know the one thing. The two things. Money line, you got over unders.
Win or lose.
Well, what kind of math did they teach you at Delco?
Oh, don't ask
Not
that.
good enough.
Don't ask that question.
They have math in Delco.
I'm looking at Detroit. I'm looking at Detroit.
They do.
Losses, right? Detroit has lost by more than double digits. Only 3 games because they tied. So out of only 3 games. So out of the 9 games, 6 of them they lost by more than double digits. You know, Cleveland's still a playoff team to me. So I think that line probably opened up lower than that 11.5. And I think there's a reason it's 11.5. One, Jared Goff might be hurt, and Cleveland's still a fucking good team. I mean, Cleveland's still a good team. They're banged up, but they're still a good team. You know what I mean? So I would look at that Cleveland game. I like Cleveland in that side. And I hate to say it, man, Dallas money line.
There's that
Against
money line,
Kansas City?
Ralphie.
Yeah, I would take Dallas.
Yeah, I don't hate this. I don't hate to say because it's gonna. I like it. I like the Cowboys in that game. I mean, the money line not even necessary. I'll take the 2.5. That Kansas City's giving them. I'll take the 2.5 either way.
I mean, if you take the 2.5, where's that score fall on? Right, think about that. What's that going to be? 38-36, right? You know what I mean?
The one time I take the money line and a close one like that, where it's not paying off, right? It's when a fucking team wins by 2, or they win by 1, right? And then that's the one time I say, I'll go money line.
Dice with that one though. That doesn't happen.
I'm not trying to get bent over. I've been bent over enough. You know what I mean?
I mean, you went 4-0 yesterday, so you were given. So stop.
Yeah, but in reality, I get bent over because I don't necessarily just take those 4 games. A million things going on over here.
Yeah.
But no, I do like the Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys. I mean, I think Kansas City was due for that big one. Perfect time, prime time. A lot of people on the Raiders at home. Made sense for them to show up. But I think, I think the Cowboys, like they said every year, right? They said every year, Super Bowl. I really think you can really put that Super Bowl kind of just sniffing with Dallas this year because they look like a complete team. Parson and Diggs completely changed that defense. You know what I mean? Right now, they just completely
very good.
They already had Gregory. I forget the other damn near all pro defensive end they have. They got the linebackers. They got Diggs now on this, who's lurking back there in the secondary, and that offense is potent, man. I was watching the game last time. Dak is spinning the ball. He's fucking spinning the ball, making good decisions. He's not Zeke of old, but he's scoring. He's scoring touchdowns. You know what I mean? So they look, and McCarthy looks like he's got a clue so far in the regular season. Making good calls, making good plays. Tom, as you would say, CeeDee Lamb is a pimp. He's looking like the best receiver. You know what I mean?
He's playing good.
I'm a big Cooper fan. I like him. I like Amari. He's a quiet killer, right? He don't say shit, but he'll fucking tear your ask Darby. He'll tear your fucking Achilles out doing a fucking post route. You know what I mean? So,
another lock, Frank. The Ravens. The Ravens roll the Bears in Chicago.
Would that be the spread?
4.5. Yep.
4.5.
Yeah, it's a short line.
4.5.
And you got his Cowboys one, right, Frank?
All right, fellas, let me get out of here,
All right,
man.
you want the Cowboys to cover, correct?
Yes, sir.
Nate, see you, brother.
Later,
Nate.
Nate.
Catch you boys on
We'll
Sunday.
catch you
man.
Sunday morning.
Yes, sir.
Later, brother.
See you, Nate.
All right.
And do I have any more?
All right, so Cowboys cover.
Yes.
Yes, Cowboys.
All right.
And then, I mean, there's some other ones to look at here. I mean, who the fuck are the Bills? Right? Like, I'm not saying who the fuck are the Colts, but who the fuck are the Bills?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, we talk about these teams and we don't know what some of these teams are yet. I mean,
and there's expected weather up there too.
Yeah, like 7. And that just seems like two teams that are very similar, very close together to be giving everybody 7, right?
And if you look at both teams too, like both teams could be really, really good record-wise, or they could be really, really bad, right? I mean, you think if the Colts didn't blow the Ravens game and didn't blow what other game they had, the Titans game, right? They both those games were wins. They'd be 7-3 right now, right? As the Bills are 6-3.
Exactly. I mean, even the Bills, like they don't they don't get out of Jacksonville,
right?
Right. I mean, they played a little sloppy.
Yep.
Wait, Greg, you said they're supposed to get weather up there?
Yeah, I mean, it's showing right now, at least on showing precipitation. I mean, 50 degrees, so it's probably just gonna be rain, but it's showing precipitation here in on ESPN's you know what I mean, tracker thingy.
All right, Frank, I'll trust weatherman Greg for this. Add a third one. Give me the under in the Colts Buffalo Bills game. It's set at 50.
Come on, St. John's, let's go.
Greg, if I'm watching and it's sunny, I'm sending you a text.
I'll screenshot it right now just so you know.
Oh no, I believe you. I believe you. I believe
you. Here's the thing: Ryan and Ralph are both competing for picks. Ryan has taken the under in 2 games. Ralph has taken the overs. So
limiting them overs are hitting.
Ooh,
or the unders or whatever the hell. The opposite of Ralph.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Sorry, Ralphie.
Sorry, buddy.
It's gonna be sluggish games then for you.
So the analytics tell us, Ralph. That's the analytics guy whispered in my ear.
The goddamn chart.
Do I want to do any more?
Tom, if I screw up this week, you're right back. I mean, you're right back in it anyway. You're in the driver's seat. I just got real cute with that last one.
Hey, you're welcome, Tom.
Yeah, I see what's going on over there.
Yeah, collusion.
Oh. Hey, Greg.
Collusion.
Greg, mention something about the weather. He's crazy for that. All right, 1 second. Oh yeah, so I know it's supposed to rain. What? Rain? Okay, under.
Rain.
Snowstorm. Biggest one yet.
Got freaking cameras in my house. You knew I had the Weather Channel on over here. Tom, you should take the over in that game, actually.
Yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't be a bad pick, honestly. But didn't Ralphie take the over?
Oh, yeah, don't do that. Yeah, don't do that.
I'm not trying to do that. You got my Ravens in, right, Frank?
Yes. Ravens and Dallas.
There's not like a... Don't we have to win at home?
Yeah.
I think.
Good play. I like it.
Would be nice.
Yeah.
I didn't take the Eagles as a lock last week. I feel like I did.
You did.
Yep. I think you've taken them.
I feel like you take the Eagles as a lock every week.
I think you've taken them a couple weeks in a row.
Just because that's just what you do.
Oh, yeah. Hey, give me the birds.
Money line.
Sure.
I mean, it's only 1.5. Yeah.
Fuck, we lost.
No, we won last week. I did it. Give me the fucking Colts too. Let's double dip this. Let's double dip right back in the guys we know. Right? We'll go fucking Birds, Colts, and I'm going to throw a 5th one in here too.
Oh,
and I can't believe I'm doing it.
What do you got for the Colts? So I can
+7.
Get the 7. Give me the 7.
Okay, get the 7.
I don't care about people winning
So
money.
you got. Oh, okay. Never mind. You didn't do the over under. You just got the.
No,
Colts
not
with
touching
7,
the
right?
over under.
No. He's staying away from that, Ralphie.
I'm not an over under guy. You know what? And let's get fucking cute on Thursday night football too tomorrow night.
Falcons.
Right? Give me the fucking Falcons getting the 7. I know, and I think the Patriots are going to win the football game. I don't see a blowout. I just don't see a blowout. Just for the record, I killed on Thursday night. Patriots -7. Let's go, Bill. I wouldn't do that. I would not do that in fucking short week talk. I got to see what Bill's wearing tomorrow. If it's a roll job or not. Like, I got to see when he comes into the stadium. But the home dog, like by that much. I don't know, dude. Veteran quarterback. I just don't think they get fucking smoked.
If
I think
he,
they
if he
lose.
rolls up with a hoodie and high socks, I don't know, man. That's game time right there.
Yeah, if the one pant leg is drooping, I mean, you might need to put a double lock on it. Lock of the century.
Spin the whole league every week, though. Teams look horrendous one week and they come back and look great the next week.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not going to go for that. I think the Falcons lose. I'll just take the 7. I'll take it. I'll take a 7-0 lead going into that game. I'm not telling you guys. Oh my God. He probably will send the defense. I think they're going to score points. They usually score points in Atlanta. In Atlanta, they usually score points. Unless when they played us.
Take the over.
I'm not fucking touching the over. But I think they score. I think, I think they're not going to have a problem like scoring a little bit. Whatever. I'm not going to second guess with the public kid in my ear. Falcons plus 7. Let's go. 5.
Good.
Wow. It's a new.
Oh, they didn't let him in? Why did they let him in?
Okay, Frank.
I also got 5. I also got 5 this week. I'm gonna go for Thursday night. I'm gonna take Damian Harris of the Pats with any touchdown, anytime touchdown.
Is he playing?
I mean,
For Frank's sake, I hope so.
He was hurt last week. I have him in fantasy, so I know he was hurt last week.
Ralphie, I do not read.
Ralphie, we're off to a rocky start.
But he does have a line there, so he must be playing.
He does have a line, and he has scored a touchdown in the last 5 games. So,
oh my God, what did you do?
I'm giving out my picks.
So, St. John's, you freaking bums.
They didn't even have to go for the 3. They could have just went for the 2.
Well, the dude threw a pass right at the guy's legs.
I know.
Like, it almost threw it out of bounds. I'm like, what are you doing? They still covered.
Chris Mullen's not there anymore.
They still covered. I just didn't get the money line. Go ahead, Frank. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, Greg.
What are you doing, Frank?
Okay.
You're making him Greg's making him twitch.
I don't know. I got the Eagles 1.5 against the Saints. You could also make that a money line, but I'm going to go with the spread on this one.
Really?
Then I got the Packers money line against the Vikings. I'm also going to take the Colts plus 7 against the Buffalo Bills. And I got the Washington football team 3.5 against Carolina.
That's in Carolina, ain't it?
It is in Carolina, and Carolina has failed to cover.
That's a tricky one.
Past several
Do I
games.
go money line? Heineke.
Update. Damian Harris is not on the final injury report, indicating he has cleared protocol and he will play on Thursday.
Good. I need a running back in that league. All right, sweet. Let's go. All right. I will go. Let's do Chargers minus 5.5 over the Steelers.
Good pick.
Minus
That's Sunday
5.5
night.
Versus Pitt.
Good pick.
So glad I didn't touch that fucking game because I was looking at the Chargers. Now that he went there, I'm really feeling good about where I'm standing right now.
They don't even know if Big Ben's even going to be back.
That's exactly why I'm taking it. Chargers lost a couple games in a row. They're a better team than what they played. I'm also going to jump on the Frank train. Washington plus 3.5. Cam Newton stinks.
Oh,
sorry.
well, that's a loss.
Yep, you're welcome.
Great.
Cam Newton stinks. I don't care who he's playing with. He stinks. I'm going to go. I don't know what the line is because it's not out there yet, but I am going to go A.J. Dillon over rushing yards and an A.J. Dillon anytime TD score. You can play them both separately and then parlay them together.
He's getting hurt.
I'm fucked.
Over
He's getting
rush and any TD.
Yeah.
That poor guy's done.
Oh, God.
That's how I roll.
All right. And a parlay. Parlay that.
So I think that's 4 plays.
Ralphie,
Yes.
did you put a bet on him too?
Yep.
He did.
I'm so sorry.
And then I'm going to go Bucks minus 11 on Monday night at home against the Giants.
Oh, we knew that was coming, right, Tom? TB12 comeback.
Tom
Well, I just know he's been playing bad, and then now they're come back to home and play it on Monday night.
Oh, he's getting serious now, Tom. Oh, Brady's awake.
Peyton's got to watch Brady
And break him down.
and break him down.
That's gonna be.
Oh, he knows because he's a fucking junkie.
Yeah.
He knows that he's watching. He might, and he knows Eli's watching.
I was gonna say, and Eli. I feel like he's worried more about Eli.
He
Oh,
might
and it's
put up-
against
he
the
might put up
Giants,
50.
ain't it?
Yes.
Oh my God, they're winning by 50.
I don't think he's worried about Peyton too much because he's beating Peyton. Eli against the Giants.
Yeah.
This might be the
That's a
Giants'
roll-
biggest
that's a
game of the
roll,
year.
Oh, we need the Phoenix Suns right now. We are loaded up here.
Yes, we can use the Suns. Let's go, Suns.
Suns. Let's go.
What we got? Where we at?
We're down 4.
Down 4 right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's on ESPN.
I'm watching on.
What kind of pass is that?
I'm
my
watching
God, Cameron
on
Payne.
the
Get off
website.
fucking court, Cameron. Get off the court.
Yeah, I'll root for the Suns just because I hate the Dallas Mavericks.
Fucking get off the court, Cameron.
Did you get him an 8, Tom?
Pass. I think 6.5, and then I just took them. Oh my God, they're kind of basket. Oh my God,
No way that was goaltending.
Greg, I have 2 things. I have
him at -8. I got him like obviously early.
I have -8.5. Okay, early, and then I got them +1.5 now.
Okay.
I came back for an 80 spot to win 139 at the +1.5, and then the other one was 45 to win 85.
Ralphie, is DeAndre Ayton hurt?
No,
No, he was in there.
Oh, he's just.
I saw
taking rest.
I saw his name pop up on ESPN.com.
Okay.
Yeah, locks. I forget what mine even were last week. I know I had the teaser that missed.
You had the teaser and it missed as soon as the Ravens lost. It was like, well, that's a loss.
Oh, I even had the Ravens in there too.
Yep, you had the Ravens in there.
I forgot about that. And I knew I
You had the Ravens and the Bucks in there.
Yeah. Good call, Greg.
Great.
I think you still went
today.
I think you still went 3-1 though, didn't you, Greg?
What else? I forget what I said. Well, I forget what I had.
Frank, you have the paper.
I don't have the paper on me.
No. I think you went 3-1.
If Cannon's wearing the sunglasses, Eagles by 100.
It's like the old remember I think it was 2017 where
The visor.
no, not the visor, the reading glasses, the Doug Peterson reading glasses.
Yeah.
The peepers.
Yes, them same people were saying that. Not the Suns. He means the Patriots. The Rams were easy on Monday. Saying that the Patriots is easy tomorrow. It's not. That's the thing. I know. Listen, I know the Falcons aren't good, but they're much we say they're not good. They're still 4-5. They're still 4-5. We just watched them the 1 week versus us. Like they're still 4-5. So are they great? No, but are they like horrific?
I did want to read this to you guys real quick. And fam, we'll be putting up the entire chart on all of our social pages at the end of the week. So I had a bunch of the guys on A2D from a bunch of the shows write in their top 5 best current Philadelphia athletes. And if you want, fam, you could chime in with yours in the comments. But I want to read you because I had everybody send it privately, so nobody knows what they said. I just want to read what all of us had and kind of get everybody's thoughts, opinions on it. And Tom, you had the comment of the day yesterday to where it's probably the worst time to do this because it's like, can we come up with 5? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, can we come up with 10? Can we come up with 3? So I will start with Ralphie's, and these are all in different threads, so I've got to find them. Ralphie, from 5 to 1, he has Devontae Smith 5, Carter Hart 4, Jason Kelsey 3, Bryce Harper 2, Joel Embiid 1.
And my honorable mention.
I don't say his name. No, you know what? His name will be brought up in a second. So you just sit tight.
Probably going to mine next then.
Oh no, I'm waiting for you. No, I'm waiting. I'm waiting. You're gonna wait because there's gonna be some thoughts and opinions for you.
Aren't there always?
You're probably right there. Tom, I'm trying to find yours. Let's see here. Okay, Tom's from 5 to 1. He's got Wheeler, Carter Hart, Devontae Smith, Bryce Harper, Joel Embiid.
Nice.
Okay. Frank, you have from 5 to 1, Carter Hart, Devontae Smith, Tyrese Maxey, Bryce Harper, Embiid.
Okay, so you threw Maxey in there. I like that, Frank.
My 5, it's similar to pretty much everybody else's. It's Devontae Smith 5, Zach Wheeler 4, Jason Kelce 3, Harper 2, Embiid 1, and then we get to Greg's.
Oh God! Can I guess one of the names?
I already know who's in there
because I'm just going to read it from 1 to 5.
Oh God!
Bryce Harper 1, Joel Embiid 2, Jason Kelce 3, Sean Couturier 4, and Greg, how about you say this guy's name? Who's your 5th best current, and I say current, Philadelphia athlete?
Ben Simmons.
Oh,
I love it.
He's still in the city. So until he's not in the city or he's not on a team, he's still one of the best players in the city.
I knew we were gonna do it. I knew it.
I'm not. He's obviously not playing and not coming back, and that's not what this was my intention. But I'm not putting anybody else over him yet.
So hold on.
Not a Cy Young candidate.
Hold
actually plays.
Hold on. The last time you watched him play basketball,
mm-hmm.
He did this plenty of times, but the final time you watched him play basketball, he didn't even attempt a shot in the fourth quarter, or maybe even in the second half. Okay,
last 4.
I'm not even going to talk about the last possession and dunking a wide open shot. I'm not even going to bring that up. I'm going to tell you he didn't shoot.
Mm-hmm.
And you got the audacity to tell me there's nobody you can put over him on that list. I'll tell you the guy playing right now, I'm not telling you he's as good as he is. I'm just telling you that Tyrese Maxey go on the list above him.
I don't.
Mm-hmm.
I need more. I just need more.
I hear you, but the other guy didn't give you anything more.
I hear you.
You know, I know what you're saying. You're the biggest fucking troll job in the history of A2D. I mean, I know what you're doing here, but like,
we still talk about him literally every show. Like, and that plays a part of it, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
you're right.
He's here in the city, so he's got to be, whether we like him or not. Like, he's a topic of conversation. Like when Ryan said it out, I said, "What are we doing? Are we doing best? We doing most liked, most hated? Like, what's the alternative?" And
should we start something? Like, should we start like a Benny comeback? Like, you know what I mean? Like, should we go the opposite?
No.
Even with our hatred and everything, like, should we be the group that says, you know what? We're gonna take the high road here.
It's not the high road, it's the dumb road.
I'm obviously joking, but I'm telling you guys that would go. Us having a campaign to bring him back would probably do extremely well
on socials.
Yes, that's where I was going, negatively and positively. But it's I'm telling you, it's nothing to do with Ben. But if they keep losing basketball games,
I'm not trying to be that ex-girlfriend, but you know what I mean? Like,
it's not he's on the roster.
You can see the missing of him, right? You know what I mean? Like,
they're missing Embiid.
No, you're completely right. But we miss Embiid every year. We miss Embiid every year.
Okay. Yeah, like, this is nothing new. We've won games without Joel.
We've won without him previously because of what he's usually brought in those times. We don't have that guy that can bring that consistently.
Well, I'm not saying he can. I'm just making the point that, like, I know why we've lost games because we don't have Joel. You know, we don't have Danny. We don't have Matisse. We're missing guys.
No, for sure.
But we're always missing Joel. And that's something we always got to go through. And we didn't get anything back for this guy yet.
Exactly.
So it's like, you know what I mean? We're just sitting here. Like one or the two things need to just fucking happen.
He's got to come back, or we got to trade him.
One of the two just need to go down. Like I don't understand why it hasn't.
If he was ever going to come back, he would have come back when Joel was out because I can't play with Joel. Oh, I need a team that's going to have me as the centerpiece. Well, you could have come back when there was literally Isaiah Joes of the world playing 45 minutes a night. That could have been your centerpiece. He doesn't want to play basketball. There's no Benny come back. There's no nothing. Benny come back and play basketball first in any city, in any world, in any country. It's not coming back. And Sweeps is upset with you, by the way, Greg. Sweeps is very
when isn't Sweeps upset with me? Let's throw there.
Sweeps is a smart guy. He's a smart guy.
I don't want him back. I was joking, like social wise, that would go viral if we had like all these like campaigns directed at like we care about your fake mental health, you bitch, right? Like if we had all these campaigns around this, all right, then it would trend and it would go viral. That Philly's actually better than throwing batteries at you. They just fucking tell you that they care about your fake mental health. Like that should be our campaign. We actually do care about your fake mental health here in Philadelphia. And we're willing to let you meet with our team doctors. Our doc, make them yours. Dr. Paul Vidal, specialized physical therapy. Not a mental health doctor, but can definitely get you straightened out.
I would rather make a viral video of Ralphie hitting me with my car than have a Ben Simmons campaign coming back. Because that's exactly what Simmons wants. He wants the attention. That's exactly what he wants.
I know exactly who this guy is.
For sure.
I know exactly who this guy is. I asked for him to be dealt the night he didn't shoot.
Hey, Greg, here's something that you're 1,000% wrong on. We're not talking about him because he's good. We're not talking about him because he's good. We're talking about him because he's an idiot. Not because he's good, because he's an idiot.
Well, I mean, part of it is he's obviously,
but he's very talented.
He's very talented.
It doesn't do anything with it. Does nothing with it. But anyway, Sweep says Ben Simmons isn't even on the St. Joe's Hawks top 5. F out of here, Greg. I agree, Sweep. I agree. No, I just wanted to read that list just to get Tom's sole reaction on camera. That's the only reason why I wanted to read that top 5.
Good thing I got it over to you today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's tough.
How disrespectful to Zach Wheeler? How disrespectful?
And honestly, though, you're right. I mean, you could have gone Wheeler, right? You could have gone Hart. I just didn't feel right going Hart yet.
Yeah, I hear you on that.
I love the fact that he's playing great this year.
Why do you guys not feel that? I mean, this is my issue with both of you. Then I mean, this is the next coming. So who out there is that good that like is playing at that high of a level? We're talking about right now. We're not talking about your past things that you've won. Like and already, you know what I mean? We're not talking about past accomplishments. We're talking about right now who deserves to be on that list. Jason
Kelsey.
How's Jason Kelsey deserve to be on that list, right? It's a fucking football team that's playing below average. It's really hard to put guys unless they're like having all pro caliber years or they're very young and they're upcoming. Like you're going off past history, and that's fine. You can make
the best center in football.
Is he?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I'm not saying he's not pretty good, but you're calling him the best center in football. I don't know if that's still the case at this point of his career. I don't know if he's the best center in football. Very good.
Is Carter Hart the best goalie in hockey?
Did I say he was the best goalie in hockey?
No, but we're talking best. Is he having an all-pro year? Is he having an all-pro year?
No. I'm going a lot of stuff. You just spun my words to try to make a point. I never once said Carter Hart was the best goalie in hockey. You just said Chelsea's the best center in football, and I asked you. Hold on. You just went. I'm asking you a question.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, I never said that. You said Jason Kelsey's the best center in football. I don't know if that's necessarily the case. Okay. I'm not telling you he doesn't deserve to be anywhere on this list. There's not a lot to choose from. I'm just telling you, when you guys both like shrugged your shoulders at Carter Hart, he's the reason the Flyers are where they're at right now. So please don't shrug and play it over. We're talking about right now.
Where are they at?
I didn't shrug at that. It was
just playing good hockey right now.
No, he's playing great. I think Couturier, and maybe it is more the longevity on top of being pretty important to the team as well. That's where I put him above it. But I think Carter Hart is absolutely playing out of his mind right now, and he's becoming the goalie that we all had hoped he can be. So I absolutely almost put him on there with Coots, right? You know what I mean? But I wanted to troll at the end with Ben Simmons. So
well, I mean, like you're asking me where the Flyers are at. the Flyers are currently in the playoffs if it ended today.
Yeah.
So they're playing with not a lot of scoring. He's the reason they're in the playoffs. So now you're shrugging your shoulders at playoffs. I'm telling you, they're in the playoffs. You can't shrug it. You can't
I'm
overlook
shrugging my shoulders at 14 games, 13 games.
Oh, Ryan, we're going off it right now. I'm not talking about a crystal ball in the future. You ask us right now in the city who are the top 5. So right now, right this fucking minute, his team's in the playoffs, which is all I can go off of, and he's standing on his fucking head. That's what I've watched. So come on. I'm not telling you Kelsey doesn't deserve to be on it. But don't you guys just fucking poo-poo Carter Hart, and I'm going to stand up for the hockey people in this city and tell you can't poo-poo it, because if you watch them, I'm not telling you.
It's not poo-pooing hockey. Greg and I both
I didn't say you poo-pooed hockey. I said you poo-poo Carter Hart,
I had
and I'm
Carter
not going to
Hart.
let you poo-poo it.
I'm with you, Tommy.
I'm not going to let you
poo-poo
poo-poo
Carter Hart.
Yeah.
When he puts a full consistent season together, then I'll
Okay, you asked right now, so now we're talking consistent seasons. We're talking about he played in the league for 2 years. This is his third. So, I mean, he has a ton of options to play consistent seasons. He had a tremendous first year, a sophomore slump, and it looks to be like he's regained himself to be the guy we thought he was going to be. Yeah. So
he's good.
Going on what he's done right now, right this minute in this season, he has to be somewhere in a minimum your top 6. Minimum. Who else?
Put him 6. I'll put him 6.
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
I'll put him
I'm not shitting on Jason Kelsey. I'll never shit on Jason Kelsey. But I don't think he's the best center in football anymore. I think he's very good. I just don't. I don't know where he ranks. I have to go through it, but he might not even be top 5. He might be right in that because of his age. You can see him. He's like a fucking. He's got freaking things on all parts of his body.
Bionic elbow.
Yeah, he's like bionic.
I just now with the Eagles, in my mind, I just didn't know where else to go. Right, you know what I mean? Like with the Eagles, just because the good players are so young and so unproven, even right now, still. Or do you just give it almost the longevity award and go, all right, let's go, give it to Kelsey? That's kind of what my mindset was.
No, which is fine. Like I don't have a problem with Kelsey being on the list. My attack isn't on Kelsey. I just watched you two just sort of put your nose up to Carter Hart, and I didn't like that. I didn't like it. I'm going to defend the guy who's had a great bounce back and is the reason the Flyers are even talkable right now.
Yep.
He's the reason. He's the reason. Because they can't score on me and you. So it seems like he's the reason, and he's getting like 40 shots off him a night, and he's standing on his head. Like I got to give it where it's due. He had a terrible year last year, and we all crushed him. But if he's come back, I mean, it's only fair to say, hey, maybe you're the guy we all hoped you would be, because he's this franchise moving forward. So in reality, like we need him to be good. I'm not telling you.
Sure.
I know it's 14 games in. I can't tell you what the future holds for the Flyers, but I can just tell you off of how he's came back this year, he's probably top 5 in there. He's got to be. I mean, I would love to put like Maxey in there, but I couldn't. Like we're losing basketball games. Like we're losing games. Like he looks great, and I love Tyrese, but we're and I know we don't have Joe, and I get it, but we're still losing basketball games. And if we're talking about stat padding, I feel like a lot of these numbers, especially last night's game, sort of came late. Already down 20. Like, and I'm not telling you Tyrese Maxey the stat pattern. I'm just saying like. I couldn't, and I think there was different lists that I was thinking about putting them in there. Well, I don't know.
Yeah, the Carter Hart. That's unacceptable.
He's playing really well. Absolutely is. And it's tough, right? And even with that, how do you judge last year, right? As strange of a year as it was, you only played division games, right? You didn't really play the whole league like you did, right? So teams get to know you once they figure out your tendencies, and then you see them 3, 4, 5, 6 more times, right? So no,
I've just seen a tale of two things with him. He's been Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. You know what I'm saying? To where I'm going to take more of the and nobody else is. Yeah. I'm going to take more of the longer game with it, and so we're like, okay, can we have a full consistent season? Can he play consistently? Not at this level. He's playing great right now, but he had a lot of this. You know what I'm saying? The last couple of years.
No, he doesn't have a lot of this. He had a great first year, and he had a down second year. I mean, I'm not gonna. You can't go and act like he's had this roller coaster of a career, though. He's played 2 years. He's had a great year for a rookie year, and he's had a.
Hell, he's even improved, just from the start of the year. If you remember back the first couple games, he was letting in a lot of those cheapy goals, those goals right in front, Those ones where you just cover the puck. And even now, he's gotten so much better with his rebound control and stuff like that.
Listen, I got no problem with putting Coots in front of him and going off the body of work either. Like I don't, you know what I mean? I just think they're.
I'm just glad nobody in here said Giroux. I'm just happy nobody said that.
I wasn't going there.
No. Well, I saw some people. There's some people here who had Giroux like 2.
Jeez.
Name them.
Mr. Regular
Put them
season,
on blast.
and then playoffs time come. I'm just gonna hide.
I mean, you want me to read all these? I mean, there's some.
I mean, I think you have to have a flyer on here if you're talking.
Yeah, you have to.
You have
So
to.
it's got to be either Coots, it's got to be a Hart, it's got to be. I don't know what kind of year Konechny and Provorov have had. I don't know. I don't think they've had good ones.
Not yet.
Per se.
No,
So
They haven't been bad, but
little.
they're not. But Konechny's not lighting the lamp. So
All right, I'll read. I'll read you all these. Just tell me if you. So Jake has the following:
Okay.
Embiid 1, Harper 2, Kelsey 3, Hart 4, Lane Johnson 5.
I don't know how you don't have Zach Wheeler on this list, but go ahead. I don't know how guys don't have Zach Wheeler. I'm fucking lost right now. I'm just lost.
Chuck's Moranin, Joel Embiid 1, Jason Kelsey 2, Claude Giroux 3, Lane Johnson 4, Bryce Harper MVP candidate 5.
I mean, the fact that Jason Kelsey's above Bryce Harper and I'm the most critical Bryce Harper guy of all. That's just he doesn't know baseball, so I'm not crushing him off of his list. He doesn't watch the sport. So, but just even if you don't, like, he should be at least 2. Guy might win the NL MVP tomorrow.
The MVP, the only guy that's in this list that's won anything, even personal, out of the list. Right?
Yeah. And I love crushing him. I love
absolutely.
I think having Claude over Devontae. I think having
I couldn't do it.
That was really the only reason I put him 1 is because I'm the anticipation of the MVP coming, right?
I just couldn't do it.
If he was like top 5 MVP, Joel's 1, right? You know what I mean? But
I think having Claude on this list over Devontae is.
I would agree with that.
Something.
Well, I think some of this is past accomplishments people are doing, and it's okay. Like, I get it.
Sweeps. Harper 1, Embiid 2, Wheeler 3, Couturier 4, Devontae 5.
Yeah, I like it because he has a flyer in there. You got to have a flyer in when they're a wild card team. You just have to find one. And Coots is Coots. If not Hart, it's got to be Coots, one way or the other. I was thinking Coots, but I just was like, you know what? I love his response. I love the way he's came back after a down year. That's our biggest thing we talk about, right? We talk about, okay, we watch Ben just not get better and not get better and not get better. Well, we watch Carter Hart struggle like Greg said at the very beginning and then found it. And now he's been standing on his head. So it's like, but Coots is, Coots body of work plus, he's played well this year too.
2-way forward in the game.
Yeah. I mean, so and Devontae Smith to me has to be on list. I mean, and he has to be on list over Maxey's fine if guys want to put him, but I think there's more deserving guys than Tyrese Maxey. And I love Tyrese nasty. I just think there's more deserving guys. Like I think Tobias Harris would be a more deserving guy, even though he's been out. He was out for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? But even him as an all-star, you're talking about body of work, and he played well until he was out, and now he hasn't.
Evan, he has Harper 1, Embiid 2, Zach Wheeler 3, Jason Kelsey 4, Claude Giroux 5.
Yeah, I just can't get around. The Kelsey and Giroux are like the same pick to me. And I'm not trying to keep circling back to the Kelsey. I'm just saying, the Kelsey to me is the Giroux. We're putting lifetime achievements in, which is fine. I love the speech too. It's the Chase Utley syndrome, right? Now the guy's batting 260, and we're going to still say he's a top 5 player.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, in our city, which I get. But you know what I mean, or 270s, not the same guy, but still good, right? That's where Kelsey is to me. He's still good. He doesn't stink. He's still good. I just don't know how good anymore, right? And I don't know. It's hard to judge offensive linemen too, right? Then you got to go be a fucking nerd, and we got to look up Pro Football Focus. Where do they rank him out at, right? Because we just don't know how good he is right now anymore.
Jimmy,
sure, he's fine, but I don't know.
Jimmy, he has Harper 1, Kelsey 2, Embiid 3, Maxey 4, Hart 5.
It's you guys are triggering me. Now I'm going to fucking start shitting on a guy I fucking love. One of the greatest speeches outside Chase Utley this city's ever fucking heard, and I got to fucking crush guys because everybody's got him on their fucking list. He's not right now. My goodness, fucking great. We're going lifetime achievement. I gotta know where he ranks out. I gotta go look shit up. Ralphie, can you give me get your fucking screen rolling over there? I need to know. Because when we're talking about offensive linemen, it's impossible to fucking know unless we're a big time nerd how good guys are ranking out. So I need to know. I'm sure because they ran the ball so well the last 4 weeks. He's probably what? He's gonna be like number 2.
I don't even think it's a speech, to be honest. I think it's the only guy who stayed healthy
Off of PFF.
Oh, this is going to backfire on
number
me.
5.
This friggin' website.
5. Good. I mean, we're right there. I need more though. I need somebody else. I need to get Pro Football Focus out of here. Give me something else. Give me something else. Like the average here.
Second.
Okay, so at least they don't have him 1. Because if they had him 1, it's going to get real ugly for me. 5, I can at least fucking try to argue.
I would love it if
but even if you have him on the list, right, he can't be above Embiid regardless, right?
No.
He can't be above
I
Embiid.
didn't even realize that. Jesus Christ, Jimmy. Lock in one time. Fucking
if you have him on the list 3 through 5, all right, cool. I can kind of, obviously I did.
I felt
you
dirty.
can't have him on over Embiid.
I felt dirty having Kelsey at 4. I feel clean now seeing some of these other ones like Kelsey at 2. All right, 3rd. I like that. Okay, we're moving up. Keep it coming, Robert. I like this.
Yeah, I wouldn't even have thought to put Lane on a list.
USA Today Sports has him at number. Give me a second. Scroll down. Number 4 on the list.
Great
out of
website.
centers.
It's a great website.
4.5.
Great website.
4.5 average.
they're still fitting into my narrative that he's not number 1, not the best center in football. I would like to know some of the names ahead of him because they're probably younger.
Rodney Hudson from Arizona
Rodney Hudson's good, yeah.
is above him. J.C. Treader from the Browns, who I think just got a contract
he got an
extension.
He did, yeah. So he's younger.
And then Corey Lindsey from the Packers. Excuse me, from the Chargers. Excuse me.
Corey
Yeah,
Lindsey's pretty good, too.
He's the best.
Yeah, he's pretty good, too. There's good ones, but he's good. Like, that's my point, though. He's still very good. Like, he's still considered a top center in football. Like, I don't care. I just think there's the body, it's coming to the end, right? So it's like, I almost leave him off because, listen, if you're going off the last 10 years, he's in my top 5.
Mhm.
There's not even a question. You know, if you're going off I felt like this list was this year, right? Like, that's how I felt doing it. So I tried to be like, leave out achievements. But even this year, I mean, maybe you can make the case like, I don't know where Carter Hart stands goalie wise. Like, I don't fucking
It's like
know.
the way I looked at it, and again, this is like I put in that group chat. It's all.
Oh, I only argue with you because you guys poo-pooed Hart, and I fucking.
I don't trust him, Tom. I don't like again.
I'm just trying to rally around something, Ryan. Jesus Christ.
I've been burned too much with goalies.
I listen to the hockey guys tell me about Patrick Waugh and all these guys who had the ups and downs, and I'm like holding on that he's Patrick Waugh's cousin or the fucking stepson, and here he goes. Like,
I've been burnt too much with goalies in the city, Tom. I can't do it again.
Oh, here he comes. Here he comes.
No, Evan, you're gonna wait. You're gonna wait on the trade. By the way,
Carter Fart.
Oh, God.
By the way, if Harper doesn't win tomorrow, it's going to be a rough day tomorrow in Philadelphia.
You know, I'm just gonna throw this out there, and Tom, you know who I'm alluding to. The same sources that I got saying that Dwayne Haskins stinks, like that circle.
He's not going to win it.
There's a growing belief in the baseball world that Juan Soto might win it tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a fucking disgrace.
I'm just telling you.
I feel dirty.
He
giving
doesn't win it,
giving it
dude.
to Harper because they didn't win. That's a fucking downright disgrace.
They were worse than us.
Oh my god!
When does that come out? When does that come
Tomorrow
out?
night. Tomorrow night.
How did Soto jump into this fucking conversation?
I don't know. It
Dude, they
should
fucking
have
sucked.
How is
They
it not?
fucking sucked.
Yeah.
Who was the other one? Austin Riley?
Tatis.
No. The guy. No, I know Tatis is in it. I'm saying the guy who there was
Austin
a-
Riley's probably one of them. Yes,
because he had a better statistical year than both
Yeah.
Harper and Tatis.
Freddie Freeman should be in the conversation somewhere.
Oh,
I mean,
easily.
I'm telling you, there's a growing feeling in the biz that Soto might get it.
wow,
Yeah, no, Robert, I'm not BSing you.
wow, fuck him.
What time tomorrow? Like
I would
8?
plonk him game 1.
Oh, bro.
Game 1, he's getting fucking plunked.
I mean,
Well-
that's not like a breaking thing. It just there's a growing belief. I don't know how that belief is stemmed because to Tom's
Yeah,
point,
even
he
the
didn't help
Athletics
them
fucking
win.
writing about it.
Huh?
Even the Athletics writing about it.
Shut
The
up.
Bryce Harper, Juan Soto NL MVP debate is one for the ages. Oh my
Did
God, he's
Tatis
gonna
die?
fucking lose.
Like, I know Tatis got hurt, but I mean, come on. It's not like it's actually very easy. It's Harper 1, Tatis 2, Soto 3. Actually, no, it's like Harper 1, Tatis 2, Austin Riley 3.
Yeah, Jason Stark on Twitter said, from my informed straw poll, NL MVP is likely coming down to Bryce Harper versus Juan Soto.
I'm gonna have a hard time.
What?
Last place
When did
team.
Soto come along?
Last place team. I mean, he's a pimp. Last place
He
team
is,
get a
but
pl-
they
get a-
suck though,
an
dude.
MVP. No, I hear you. I mean, we really
How can
can't.
you give it to a guy that is his
We didn't make the
team?
playoffs either, so
This is gonna be
Yeah, we
worse
had a
than-
better season though, dude.
This is
His
going to be
team
worse
did
than when
better.
Brogdon won it. This is going to be worse than when Brogdon won the Rookie of the Year over Dario and Embiid.
Oh, absolutely.
He had a fucking good year.
Soto. He did, yeah.
It's
This is
such
what-
bullshit,
They're gonna
Tom.
do this to us.
Because he fucking, if you look at his stats, he did have a great year.
Yeah,
he's gonna
this,
have a
is
monster year.
this is such bullshit.
They're really going to do
is
this to
such-
us.
I mean, he had
this is such
140.
bullshit.
I need somebody to pull up Harper's for me. I need to go against him. All right, we need to go side by side here. I need somebody to pull up Harps.
Ralphie,
Give me 2 seconds.
he's going to freak. They're going to do this to us, Tom. They're going to freaking take it.
Stats from this year, correct?
Yeah. All right. His batting average Soto was 313. What was Harps?
309.
309.
Damn it!
He struck out 93 times. How many Harper strike out?
134.
Jesus Christ. That's all I fucking strikeouts. Walked 145 times. How many times did Harper walk?
100.
Oh.
Fuck!
Fuck. 95 RBIs. How many for Harp?
84.
We're done. It's over.
49 home runs. How many for Harp?
35.
He beats him there. 20
On
doubles.
base
How many?
percentage?
20 doubles. How many?
42 for Bryce.
He beats. Okay. That's big.
All right. Let's go. Momentum. Momentum.
On base percentage was 465.
429 for Bryce.
Well, the walks. I mean, the walk. 100,
Yeah.
you know, them extra 45 plus walks is big.
Yeah.
Slugging is 534.
Okay, let me pull that up. Give me 2 seconds.
615. I got you. 615.
Okay.
615. OPS 999.
1.044.
He beats him in some of the nerds.
Nice.
Some of the really nerdy fucking
Yeah.
jerk on stats.
He
What's,
leads
what's
in-
his war?
he
What's
leads
his
in-
war?
He leads in doubles, slugging, OPS, and OPS plus.
What's his war, Tommy? Wands.
I don't have his. I wasn't that deep. Hold on.
Because that's what the nerds love. They love the war.
Fucking love
They
it.
love it.
I don't know, Greg. Can you find me Juan's War?
Yeah, let me-
Bryce's is 5.9.
5.9.
Yep.
I think what we've learned is
I
to
can't believe
7.1.
Jesus Christ.
Wow, it's fucking
He's gonna
over, dude.
lose it.
And he's younger, and they will love. This is Major League Baseball too. They always love to give it to the young upcoming guy.
Dude, they love
Yep.
it.
But overall, like that was Bryce Harper leading the NL, right? So he Bryce Harper led in like 5 categories, right? Soto only leads in 4 walks, OBP, grounded into double plays. Let's go, and intentional walks.
how many. Evan wants to know how many games each did they play?
Bryce played 141.
And Soto played 151.
151. So that's a wash.
Yeah, they both played enough games. I mean,
They're gonna-
honestly, I don't know. I
Gonna
mean,
give it to him, aren't they?
They're going to take this from us.
yeah, well, because he's younger. I said that he's younger and he's more sellable for them. I guess. I don't know. I mean, Major League Baseball can't get out of their own fucking way half the time. So
Fucking sellable. They can't even market right. Damn it.
We're going to miss out on 2 MVPs, Embiid and Harper.
And fucking Wheeler should have won Cy Young today, by the way. Just putting that out
that's
there.
another nerd. Fuck
Yeah, that's a terrible one.
Corbin Burns.
yeah, it's ridiculous.
And well, even look at the AL. Robbie Ray,
Yeah.
Ray.
Yeah. Yeah.
Listen, if you're baseball, you want to give it to a Harper, but they don't
Yeah,
think
yeah,
like the
yeah.
normal person thinks. Like you want to sell your game, and Bryce Harper will sell your game for you, right? Juan Soto, with no disrespect at all, because to me, it's the most global sport there is. I continuously say that, right? But no disrespect. But is he selling your game like Harper can? Commercial wise, the fucking book tour per se, right? Like, is he selling the game like Bryce Harper can? And I'm not telling you that's the only reason you should make these decisions. I'm telling you when you're in a spot like Major League Baseball is right now, right? Where it's either get people to love your game or your game starts to fail. Pretty easy who I'm giving the NL MVP to. If it's not Tatis. You know what I mean? If it's not Fernando Tatis.
He shouldn't even be in it, dude.
He didn't play enough games.
He didn't play enough games, but his numbers fucking will probably beat anybody.
Yeah. And he is the future face. I mean, he's one of the faces of the league now, but he is that guy.
What time are they announcing this?
More than
8 o'clock
I don't care about his games. His numbers are better than all of them.
Yeah.
So okay, like none of the teams made the playoffs out of these groups. So what does the games played matter? If the guy trumps when the guy was so fucking electric in the games he did play. Like so if you're trying to sell your sport, sell it to the guy that off a tree that played your sport, right? Like sell the family part of it, like you did with Griffey. Like sell it. Like I'm here to help them. I'm here to help Major League Baseball. Sell your fucking game right now, because the best two options to sell your game is not Juan Soto in Washington right now.
Also,
it's Tatis.
Not to give us as a fan base credit, but which fan base do you think is going to celebrate it more? An MVP, Philadelphia or Washington D.C.?
Oh, Philadelphia, hands down.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to take that and we're going to get a little too nuts. Like, we're going to be saying MVP for the next 7 years.
They're going to fuck us on both awards back-to-back days.
Good thing, though, Tom, to your point, the AL, they have an easy decision, right? It's either it's the pimp in Ohtani, or it's another pimp in Vlad, right? There's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Greg, they're in a great spot either way over there.
And it's going to be Ohtani, but let's not let that diminish the absolute monster year Vlad had.
Do you guys think
I just hate Soto's antics.
Oh, I completely agree.
Like I would plunk him. I would plunk him 4 times a night. So I mean, and if he's on my team, I would love it. Right? It's one of those deals. Right? Same thing I had to hate for Harper when he was in Washington.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. I'm gonna fucking hate this guy just as much. I got no time for him winning it. If his team was even a little bit competitive, even when they sold everybody, they weren't even competitive. That's the reason they sold everybody.
Does it help?
And they probably look back on it, Ryan. They probably say to themselves, "Fuck, should we have sold that soon?"
Yeah.
With the way like an 88 win team won it,
maybe we should have built around Soto and Trey Turner.
Like, yeah, should we have gotten rid of Scherzer and Turner right there? Maybe just played it out, and Schwarber. Maybe just played it out.
Yeah, I forgot about Schwarber.
Yeah,
Tom, does it
he had a terrible run in Boston.
Yeah. Does it help Harper's case?
He had fucking 20 leadoff home runs. Sorry, right. Last thing. He had 20 leadoff home runs for Washington before they dealt him. He couldn't stop getting out in the leadoff hole. Every game he lead off with a fucking home run, felt like.
Don, what up, brother?
Tom, does it help or hurt Harper that he's kind of won the other awards too? Like the last week has been Harper wins this, voted on by the players.
It shouldn't matter.
I think it helps.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It should help, right? Because
I would assume that would make Major League Baseball clean sweep it, right? Because if everybody's giving it, that's why it's been so confusing. Like I thought he's won it 3 times.
I did too. I thought that last Hank Aaron award, I thought it was the MVP. I thought it was it.
Yeah. So that's the thing, like voted on by the players, voted on by the scouts, voted on by the media, like all this stuff. It's like, okay, well then they're all voting for you as the best in something in your individual category, then should you just carry it over?
No,
but we all know that the MLB just can't market their players.
They'll find a way.
It'd be one thing too, like if the MVP was voted on first, and then they snubbed him, and then everybody else gave it to him, right?
Yeah.
But all these other awards came out first.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you know how I feel about Bryce Harper at times. One, because he's so talented, and I know he can get out of his funks quicker than he has in the past. I also know that I'm not going to sit here and blame players right now or anything for this organization's failures over the last 10 years, right? Just like we blame Kapler, and then we realize, hey, that wasn't the main problem here. We have other ones, right? And not saying he wasn't a problem, because he was here. I don't care what anybody fucking says. He was here. But, I've been critical of Bryce. I'll continue. Listen, this is how I operate. I'll continuously be critical of everybody in this city. Even my sons, even Joel, right? And guys like that. I got no problem. Taking shots at them. But dude, guy goes 100 miles an hour, right? Everything he does is fucking effort. You know, the biggest question mark was, can the guy, guy gets banged up maybe too much. He stayed healthy. He's probably the only reason we were even in this mix, him and Wheeler. I know the last week sort of sits in everybody's craw a little bit, and I get it. He fucking stunk. But it's also baseball. I mean, I would love for him to be going that time of year. We had the same issue with Nola the year prior, right? In the big moments, you didn't show up, right? Yep. But you had a good year. Yes, that kind of stuff bothers me, but Soto didn't even have a chance for that. So I can't knock him in terms of the MVP voting for that. I don't know, man. I think he deserves it just because it was a weird year anyway. And if they're going to give it to somebody, just give it to him.
They're going to do it to us.
Yeah, I'm dreading this now. I was looking forward to Harper Day.
By the way, they announced it at 6:00. The show starts at 6:00 tomorrow for them.
Yeah, I'll make sure no sharp objects are near me.
Yep.
Darius chiming in, 4 to 5 sacks, 2 picks.
Go get it, Dar. Go get it, babe.
Oh, speaking of his name, by the way, Pete Evans had Darius Slay in his top 5. He has Tyrese Maxey 1, Devontae Smith 2, Joel Embiid 3, Bryce Harper 4, Darius Slay 5.
Huh.
I almost forgot. Tom? I should have led with this one.
Yeah. Could have, should have, would have.
Greg, I think we're off the hook with the Carter Hart stuff.
I'm off the hook.
Fucking, you got Tyrese Maxey 1?
Yeah. Best current Philly athletes. Don.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Kate Cunningham and Jared Goff are not eligible for this list.
And then I don't want to snub him. Pove has Embiid 1, Hart 2, Jalen Hurts 3, Harper 4, Claude Giroux 5.
Wow.
And Andy.
He is a Cowboys roach, though, so he would have Hurts on this list.
And appreciate him.
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Appreciate you trying to get him on the list. You know what I mean?
love the vote of confidence.
Yeah, he probably knows that none of us would put him on here. So
yeah,
he's doing something different, which I like. I'm trying to get in his head. But what he's thinking, he's definitely thinking that nobody's putting him on their list.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. So,
and gotta give him credit. He picked the game, the goal scorer last night.
Yeah, Mr. Atkinson.
Pove did. Mr. Atkinson. Good job, Pove.
Suns locked it up, Tom.
We need a miss right now, Greg.
Yeah, we're up. What?
7.
Need a miss.
That didn't happen.
Was that Brunson with the ball?
Yeah.
Oh, interference.
That wasn't going in anyway. Jesus.
And finally, Andy has Embiid 1, Harper 2, Smith 3, Cox 4, Hart 5. Little Fletcher Cox.
Okay.
And listen, Andy was on a roll there for a minute.
He was doing good until he went
Fletcher.
after the Cox.
Yeah, I'm proud of him. I mean, that was a great list until he went Fletcher. Yeah. Good list.
Evan, I think I read Jimmy's earlier, Evan, but I'll read it again for you. You had Harper 1, Kelsey 2, Embiid 3, Maxey 4, Carter Hart 5.
Oh my God, he's such a Ben Stain. That he puts Jason fucking Kelsey over Joel Embiid right now. Currently, Sixers lost 5 in a row. Joel hasn't played. So are we okay? Jimmy, we gotta talk. Are we okay? Somebody paid Jimmy. What the fuck are we doing? What are we doing? Pete too. I need to talk to both of these guys. I mean, we need to have a sit down. We have a sit down ATD round table where we just go over our top 5s here.
We're going to lose by 1.5.
I don't remember yours,
Evan, I'll give Evan some love. Harper 1, Embiid 2, Wheeler 3, Kelsey 4, Giroux 5.
You had Giroux on it. You're out.
And he had Kelsey.
I had Kelsey, so I can't.
I know I did too.
That.
I just know that I was more saying that for Tom.
Yeah, I'm not happy with it.
He had no Carter Hart, some Kelsey, and some Giroux.
Yeah, Drew lost
Did he
it
have
for me.
Wheeler? Did he have Wheeler? Okay,
He did have Wheeler. He did have Wheeler.
No Smith, though. He had no Devontae.
Devontae should be over Kelsey. If we've watched the games.
Yeah.
But, it's not terrible, F. I know you're Carter Hart hate.
Carter fart.
I see you.
Hey,
I love it.
Evan's like me. We grew up watching the Robert Esches of the world. We don't
Roman Checkmonic and
we don't want to get Brizgal off
Martin
again, right, Tom?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but this guy from the second he was drafted was supposed to be the guy. None of them guys were like, besides Brizgalov, who you signed, none of them guys like coming through your farm system were supposed to be the guy. The Philadelphia Flyers, for as long as I've watched them, has band-aided the goalie position for years. They've never had the homegrown guy.
Yep.
From day one, since like day one I started watching, it was the guy from the fucking Panthers that they went and signed.
John
Van Beesbrook.
Yeah.
Right, and then it was more guys, and they would always band-aid it. They never had the homegrown.
We did have it. Well, we gave him up. We had Bobrovsky, and then we gave him up way too early.
But the point is, we
And
never had the
Steve
guy like
Mason.
this. Though. We never had the guy touted like this.
Yeah.
Never.
No, you're right. Yeah.
As long as I watched
Bobrovsky was homegrown and homemade, but he wasn't the next coming of Patrick Waugh.
Yeah, this is what we were supposed to have. We never had that before. Never had it.
Sean
Not saying it's going to
Burr.
be that.
Oh, my
Foul him.
Come on, somebody.
Foul him.
Porzingis got him. Are
Foul
we
him.
fucking kidding me again?
Foul him.
Again. Somebody grab him. Grab him. Now we're shaking
right
hands.
now.
We're shaking fucking hands.
Oh, God damn it.
I love betting.
Especially when we don't have a stake in the game, Ralphie.
Well, I love that I went an 80 fucking spot, though, after the fact.
You got your plus 1.5.
I got my plus 1.5 because I loaded up there. I doubled up my bet just to keep myself safe. No, Larry Fitzgerald, you couldn't have done grab somebody? Jesus fucking.
Yeah, Larry, you couldn't have fouled Chris Paul there? I needed 2 free throws. Mother effer.
We got a little chime in from the Twitch. He says Embiid 1, Carter Hart, Harper, Smith, Wheeler.
All right, I'll take
All
it.
right.
Yeah, it's the same as I have this different order in a way. Yep. I think it's a good one.
Did you guys see what the Browns TikTok account did today?
I don't have a TikTok.
Somebody commented on their post saying, please don't re-sign Baker Mayfield.
Oh.
And they commented back with the...
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, geez.
Oh my God. Somebody's getting fired.
An intern's getting fired right now.
Or getting a raise. Who knows?
Yeah. Or a very strongly worded email from Baker Mayfield. One of the three.
Yeah.
Wow. I guess that intern won't be asked to watch the stadium when Baker goes on vacation.
I want to,
Great commercials.
Greg. I want to ask you this. I asked Tom this, okay, and I think this is big. And Tom gave the right answer. I'll ask all you three, since Tom and I already answered. If you had these two options, which one are you taking? Either you keep Jalen Hurts for the next 3 years under this contract as your starting quarterback, or you get Baker Mayfield, but you have to extend him.
Oh,
Keep Jalen Hurts.
keep Jalen.
Yeah.
I love Baker. I love Baker.
Tommy's
Let-
thinking.
I'm keeping Jalen Hurts.
Greg?
Just because I can do so much more with the money situation.
Jalen Hurts is better than Baker Mayfield right now, too.
Like, you have so much more room and
Is he?
you're able to breathe with that money.
I think
Is he?
I don't think Jalen Hurts, or I'm sorry, I don't think Baker has like a healthy shoulder on his body.
Well,
Nah,
right. I mean,
he's been,
yeah,
like, hurt.
he's definitely beat
Like
the
he's
hell
falling
up.
apart. He's had a bad knee, a bad foot, a bad
Yeah.
shoulder, a
He's
bad
got
back.
bad everything.
Yeah, I mean, I would take Jalen just because of, I guess, the factor of the unknown, right? We still don't know exactly what Hurts is, and I guess ultimately we don't know what Baker is, but we have a better idea of what Baker is.
Yeah, I took Hurts in that. and Baker's my son. But that's a no-brainer.
Yeah,
one's easy
more
peasy.
money, better money to work with.
Easy peasy on that one.
Yep.
So are always still Don, you know? And it's tough to even gauge it this early.
Biggest surprise, how many players have missed time?
Mm-hmm.
Like how many big time players?
LeBron's out.
Oh yeah,
Who
he's
else is out?
Oh yeah, he
Joel's
still plays
out.
basketball.
Luka's out.
He plays
Luka's
in the
out
league.
now.
Yeah.
The Warriors are gonna win the goddamn championship again.
Hey Tom, you and I, we're on it.
Yeah, we're on the Warriors train.
Freaking 12-2, and they don't even got freaking Clay back. That's
Yeah.
disgusting.
We're Wiseman. Put some
It's
respect on
insane.
Wiseman. Put some respect. on Wiseman.
Wiseman's okay.
Listen, you could use some Wiseman right now in your life. Okay.
No,
Okay, Westbrook over there.
it's not a great start for my team. Not a great
Yeah,
start.
I mean, I can't say anything. I mean,
Yeah.
It sucks too because like I can't even. We're as Sixers fans, we can't even get in the mode where we're angry about
It's
like
such
the
a weird
sluggish-
way. It's a
Yeah.
weird year so far, dude. Like fucking Wizards are 10-3. What
Well, you know
is
what it
this?
is? We can't-
NBA Live on rookie mode or 2K on rookie
Yeah.
mode? What are we doing? The freaking Wizards are 10-3.
You know what
Are
it
they-
is?
are they
Ralphie?
really?
Yeah, they're
You know
Yeah.
why?
first.
It's because of that trade the Lakers made.
I know this is bullshit.
Who knew
Ben
Kuzma was so
Kuzma.
important?
Oh man.
Kuzma's exactly what the Wizards needed. But no, it's like we haven't had any of like we haven't had our team. Well, number one at all because of 25 still on the roster.
Yep.
But like I feel like after 3 games, Tobias goes out, then Embiid, then Danny, then you know what I'm saying. And we haven't had more than a handful of games where like we can actually see kind of what this team is supposed to be. And even when it was like everybody was quote unquote here, then it's like, oh, well, we can't judge it because we have to see what happens with Ben. So like I feel like what we've been watching, it's like it's not even friggin' real.
Yeah. You're
Mm-hmm.
you're in just like a practice mode almost, right?
I
You're
feel-
gonna
like,
try-
honestly,
Trailblazers lose tonight?
I sure as hell hope so.
no, they're winning by 5 with 6 seconds left.
But like I feel robbed as a fan because like I can't have my normal emotions through it. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to be able to have like the early season panic or the early season. Oh my God, we're this good, but we can't judge anything right now. Oh yeah, and Don. Yeah, I know Ralphie's a big fan of that.
Yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. They'll be one and done in the playoffs.
Wizards lost tonight to the Hornets.
Evan, no, I don't know, Evan. I don't. I mean, Zion. He's like,
Zion can't even shoot the ball.
I don't know. I mean, is Zion retired?
He's probably inflated a little bit more. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
What's more inflated, Tom Brady's footballs or
Sign me up for Brandon Ingram for Ben Simmons.
oh yeah, I mean,
Why are we giving up a first, though, Evan? Why are we giving up Ben, Toby, and a first?
for a guy who has a blood condition, who's always going to be kind of a concern, and a guy who doesn't.
Oh,
play
stop!
basketball.
Brandon Ingram is a pimp. Stop, Ryan.
I didn't say he wasn't a pimp. I'm saying his health is always going to be an issue.
Oh, stop! Come
His
on.
health is always going to be an
dude.
issue. That's
Dude's
not.
a
That's not.
walking
That's not a
bucket,
shot at
dude.
him. That's
That's
not
a-
a shot at him. That's not
Come
a
on,
shot
dude,
at
I
him.
would do that deal in a heartbeat, except for Zion. Get Zion out of
You
there. I'm
learn to
trading
listen
Ben
to
Simmons.
me. Will you learn to listen to
You're
me?
bringing up his health like the dude doesn't score 25 a night.
I never said.
Come on, Rye.
Ralphie, don't do this with me.
Don't worry about the health. He's in great. He's in
Oh,
great.
yeah, don't
hands.
worry about if he's
What
going to.
the hell?
Yeah, don't worry about if he's
We
going to be
already have
healthy
enough
to play.
guys that we don't have to worry about their health on this team.
Yeah, don't worry about the health. That's going to keep him off the basketball court if it gets bad. You know, don't worry about it. It's fine.
It's fine.
Yeah, don't worry about health
He's a
when you come to
walking
Philadelphia.
He's a walking bucket.
So the
That's a
NFL is contemplating. Oh my God.
Oh, this is not going to be good. I don't even know where you're going, but I know
They're
I know it's not
contemplating
gonna
having 40 fucking teams.
Huh?
What?
Oh,
Maybe they should. They have 32, and 3 of them don't even have teams. Detroit, Jacksonville, Houston.
Where are you finding 40 quarterbacks?
It's
where are you going to put
Where the
8
fuck you
teams?
finding 8 teams? You gonna
Expansion
put one in
40.
fucking London?
Can this
That's
league
probably
figure
one
out,
of those
The
teams.
league could
Probably gonna end up in
eventually
London.
see 8 divisions of 5 teams.
can we figure out what a catch is first before we're adding teams?
Bro, dude, for real.
Somebody wrote something in, I guess.
You know, put a team in North Dakota?
Portland,
Yeah.
Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
St. Louis, Louisville, Austin,
St.
Mexico
Louis.
City, London, Arlington, Northern Virginia.
I'll pass.
So we're gonna have 2 teams in like the DC area.
Yeah.
That's
Put a
gonna be
team in
interesting.
Why don't we put a team in Atlantic City?
Let's do it.
Might as well just put AFL teams in there. Put
This
some
one guy
Arena
wasn't
League
bad
teams
until
in
we
there.
started going there, like Portland, Salt Lake City, I guess.
Yeah, I can
Well, they're
understand
gonna-
Portland and Salt Lake, but Mexico City are too far south.
They're going to go to Canada. That's where they're going to go.
No, they're going to go overseas.
No, they're going.
Yeah,
They're going to London and.
That's
Yeah.
terrible.
It'll be
That's
London. It's going to be London, Toronto, and then if they're going to plan to place a team in Mexico, it's probably going to be like Monterrey because that's like one of the closest cities to the States without going too far south.
Imagine being the overseas team and having to make this friggin' flight.
Yeah.
Every week,
and-
dude. Imagine having back-to-back road games, dude.
Imagine being the London team and having a Thursday night football game in Vegas. You know,
Fuck you. I ain't
like,
doing
what are we
that.
doing?
Well,
I am not doing that.
If you really want to put the team overseas, just bring back NFL Europe. Like, for crying out loud. Like, the game's growing over there. Like, just put a couple teams in Germany and, like, all right, here's your minor league. Develop them. Good.
Said they wouldn't dare. They wouldn't dare do that to the Bills.
No, they would.
They wouldn't friggin' dare.
They would rather. They'll build them a new state. The NFL might build them a new stadium before
Yeah.
moving them.
That's the best fan base in sports. Don't do that.
No, I mean the NFL doesn't care about travel, so
Fair.
Oh, we
And
know.
they don't
We
care
know that.
about concussion,
Tommy.
so-
I'm just. Yeah.
they care about dollars and cents, and they would absolutely put a team in
8
London.
teams though, man.
Um, S. Marie, they already have an NFL team in Alabama. It's called Alabama.
Yeah.
But no, I mean down south should have more football teams. I mean, some of these are hotbeds, and I get it, they're college towns, but like Tennessee's an example of a college town, and they do pretty well, right? So
Yeah.
you know, in terms of the Titans, like if you're winning games, people come. I mean,
oh yeah,
I think you would do better.
Nashville's a great
The
destination
one
city
I
for
don't
an NFL.
understand
I think you do
is
better
going
down
back
there
to
than
St.
you-
Louis.
I think you would do better down there than you would putting 2 teams in LA like they did. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, like you want my honest opinion, they do it because it says LA, but in reality, nobody cares in LA. So you know, we watch this. We've watched this since they've moved there, and nobody really cares. So you're better off going like Mississippi. I know Tom's like, it's not a big market, Tom. I'm telling you, people will come out and watch the fucking NFL games if you had a team.
Oh my God, Tommy! Back-to-back football games on the weekends. Oh my God!
Come on, man. These people are junkies down there for
Oh
football.
my God!
You
Put a
need
team
to
in
better put
Birmingham.
one-
Let's go.
You better off putting one in freaking like up north even further, right? Like further than Buffalo. You're better off. Like I'm talking about fucking Maine and places like that. Like you're better off. You're
Put
better
it
off.
in-
You're going to people that actually live somewhere forever,
Yes.
and they're going to buy into. Oh, I got a team here. It's my
Yeah.
team. People in LA.
I don't gotta cheer for the. I don't gotta cheer for the Patriots when I'm in Maine. You know what I mean?
I love it. The Maine Lobsters. Put another. I don't actually mind. See, Maryland, you can't because you already have the Ravens, so you're good
Yeah.
there.
And you
But
got
I like the
Washington.
down- I
They
like the
play
down
in
south.
Washington.
I like down south.
But
I
down
like the down
south,
south idea.
I love it. There's
Bro,
so many little
junkies down
spots.
there, back-to-back football games,
I mean,
one
you could-
college
you
and
could
one
easily-
Oh my God!
If you're going to go down south, I mean Birmingham. It's a mid-major market. I mean, if you put and they had professional teams down there before
The Birmingham Bulls.
the Bulls and
No, that's just
Birmingham-
that's a made up name I just came up with.
well, that actually was a name of a team.
Really?
The Birmingham. What was the team in the USFL? The Birmingham Stallions, if I'm correct.
Birmingham Bulls is like a minor league baseball team. I feel like
Yeah,
Durham
Birmingham.
Bulls.
Durham
Durham.
Bulls.
Sorry.
There's
Birmingham
Durham.
has the Barons in minor league baseball.
Yeah, Birmingham Barons. That's where Jordan was.
Yep.
No, Evan, that's
Yeah,
Syracuse.
Birmingham Stallions. Yeah, Birmingham
Syracuse.
Stallions. Then there was the Birmingham Vulcans / Americans in the World League back in the 70s. Then you
Oh my God, you could put one in Louisiana.
Shreveport.
They already have one.
Yeah, but you could put another team down there, dude.
Yeah, put it in Shreveport as well.
Call them the Voodoos or something.
They already did that in the Arena League.
Ah, shit. Never mind.
I mean, there's enough cities out there. Like, I mean, to think about a place like Nebraska. You think a place like Nebraska,
Omaha,
like an NFL team wouldn't do well out there?
Oh yeah.
I just think people are idiots if you don't think that. Just like a team did great in St. Louis, like it didn't do bad in St. Louis. So I don't know where the NFL thought it was doing so bad in St. Louis. Like
I think the issue was St. Louis. I think they had an issue with the
arena,
Jones
right?
Dome.
Yeah.
The
owner lied to the entire city.
Yeah.
They're like, oh no, I'm gonna figure this out. And then in the middle of the night, that was one of those like, oh yeah, by the way, we're moving to LA. Get out.
I mean, I just
Burlington.
there's plenty of cities. You just look at how run down and watered down the league would get then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Grab the mixer.
Yeah, grab the mixer. Yep. Leave the keys.
Yeah, back up the truck.
I was like fucking the guy from the Colts.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Leave it
The first time. Yeah, the first time. Yeah.
like fucking middle of the night, fucking 2 a.m.
That's how I could still hear the wheels spinning.
Yeah.
Feeling out of there.
I think we even vacuumed on the way out too. I mean,
Oh yeah, we're classy.
we left that place better than we came.
Oh, damn right. Definitely more room.
Yeah, this guy put us in a closet.
Couldn't make a phone call out of there, but
Yeah, internet was like a fucking dead zone. There was like concrete walls. You know what I mean? Like nothing got in. Remember?
Oh
Like,
my God, Kraken! What a goal!
They had a nice library though right next to it with a
I
bunch
asked
of.
for a cable upgrade 20 times and I had to get it ran through the board. What? I'm asking to pay cable out of my own pocket. Why do I need to run that by anybody? Send me the fucking bill.
Connection got so bad I couldn't even turn on my phone at the end.
Oh my God. Utah, Nebraska, Montana, Wyoming, West Virginia, Arkansas. I would say all of them cities would do pretty well.
Montana Mustangs. That sounds like a great name. Hell yeah.
I have heard what Nasty's saying. San Antonio.
Yep, they have.
That's-
They did host the Saints when Katrina
Why
was
though?
there.
You
And
don't
then
have
they
enough
had then the San Antonio then had the Gunslingers in the USFL and
You know, most people Cowboys fans
the
though.
Wings. Yeah.
No, it's
That's
so
what
far.
I'm
It's so
saying.
far
That's-
away.
Yeah.
You think
I
so?
mean,
though?
you're 5-6 hours away from.
Right, and you're
Yeah,
not-
but wouldn't you think that would be
You're not
San
Texans fan?
Antonio? Yeah.
You're closer to being Texans fans than you are being Dallas fans. Yes.
I'm gonna ask Sandy real
San
quick.
Antonio is about
Get him to
an
chime
hour
in.
or
Get him.
two. An hour or two from Houston. So you're closer to being Houston Texans fans than you are Dallas.
All right. Well, give fucking Dallas fucking 3 teams. Give Texas 3 teams.
You're right though, Tom. Go to a market that has a big city and in a state where there's not much to do. Like, what are they doing in Nebraska?
Yeah, North and South Dakota. I mean,
Huscorn.
obviously you got to be in a dome there because you have like 80-mile winds.
Yeah.
So I mean, that would be a dome stadium, but like you can play everywhere. You can play in Alaska. Put a team in fucking Alaska.
That'd be sick.
You know what I mean?
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, quality always over quantity. Evan, I completely agree, but this is what they do, right? Because they're dry jocks, and it's about we can make more money. So we'll see. I mean, I think that's a long way away. I just read it somewhere, so thought I'd bring it up to you guys.
It's very interesting.
All right, boys. Anything else before we get out of here?
Hey, the original Fanatic design's back.
It is.
Yeah, they
It's
won
back.
the
Ryan, you're gonna love that.
Yeah.
I have no further thoughts.
Great show, boys. Great show.
Absolutely.
So Jeff Passan, if you guys haven't seen this, and I'll leave the show with this on terms of Zach Wheeler, right? And he says the greatest trick the nerds ever pulled was convincing people innings don't matter. Couldn't agree with him more. could
Yeah.
not agree with Jeff Passan, and I don't always agree with Jeff Passan, but right here, abso-fucking-lutely, you're 100% spot on. And he says, I am admittedly a nerd myself. I am fully on board with analytics. They are vital. They teach you plenty. But anyone who tries to argue that FIP is the most important metric to determine Cy Young winner and that innings don't matter really should go eat gravel. All right. So like I like that. Like you can have it both ways. You can still see from having your head so far up the analytic asshole that you still a little peekaboo, right? Like you still see a little bit. And then he said, this is the proper take. Zach Wheeler threw 27% more innings with an earned run average, only 12% worse than Corbin Burns. Think about that. So, I mean, Wheeler had a 2.73 earned run average. He threw 213 innings.
Yeah.
Corbin Burns had a 2.43. He threw 167. You might as well add Ranger Suarez in. You might as well just go circle in the blood. I mean, how many guys?
You might as well put all the bullpen guys that pitched in.
Yeah. You pitch an inning. Who cares? You're a setup guy. You're in the running. You're in the running. I mean, come on, dude.
They're nerds, man. They love them numbers, Tommy. They love them.
There's something to be said about throwing over 200 innings. There's something to be said for that. Yeah. I mean, you're ruining the game of baseball. Like, these are the things that you look for. Like, you look for horses. You look for those things. You look for guys that can eat up innings for you. That's what you look for. It's a joke. Major League Baseball is a joke. It is a sport I love, and I hate crushing them like I do.
Zach Wheeler led the NL in 4 categories, maybe 5 categories: complete games, shutouts, innings pitched, strikeouts, batters faced, and then Corbin Burns led in actually 5, 6, but they're all nerd ones, right? So it's ERA, okay, gotcha, but then it's ERA plus FIP. Home runs per 9, strikeouts per 9, and strikeout over whip or
but the thing is that Wheeler has more innings pitched, so the ERA is going to be higher than a guy that has a 116 innings pitched.
And you're looking at 11-5 versus 14-10.
That's what it's all skewed, dude. It's stupid. Yet again, MLB thought they were the smartest people in the room, and they kind of fucked themselves again. Yet again, they can't market their players, and they messed up again. And hopefully they don't mess up tomorrow, but we'll see.
I mean, still, he had a worse ERA, and he's still under 3. You know what I mean, Wheeler? Like 2.78. Like, are you kidding me?
And over 200 innings pitched. That's phenomenal, dude. That's phenomenal.
Ted, we do have we do have Steve who handles a lot of the combat sports, etc. Over here, but I don't know. I mean, the boxing market, even though I've loved it growing up, it's not the same anymore. Whenever we can get a a heavyweight back, a great heavyweight again. But now
it's all about these celebrity fights now. That's like the only boxing stuff. It's all these TikTok people now, YouTubers.
So going back on the San Antonio real quick, I asked Andy, and he said that you would either have to pick one, either Dallas or the Texans, Cowboys or Texans, because it's right there. He said he thinks that it would be pretty split. Got to think San Antonio is about the same distance away from both, so you probably pick one or the other one.
South, okay. Those a little further away from Dallas and a little closer to Houston, but obviously he would know better.
I just feel like it's a hard market to throw another one into, but
it
is what it is. Ever since Tyson is not the same. You need that box office attraction.
Oh, I think or is he talking about Tyson Fury?
Tyson Fury, yeah, I think so.
Oh, that's what he's talking about. Okay.
No, whatever. I'm talking about Mike.
Oh, he's still right. I mean, there's some really, really good boxers out there, but they're all in lower they're all in lower weight classes. So while the fights are entertaining, you're not getting that heavyweight, names.
Yeah. All right, boys. Great show.
Great show, fellas.
We're brought to you every Wednesday night by the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. We know many of us and our families deal with mental health and addiction issues, and we are happy to support the Counseling Center and Sunrise Detox. If you need any help, reach out to our good friend Rob Lutman, 856-651-8117. We're also brought to you by Manscaped, and you get 20% off and free shipping with the code A2D at manscaped.com. Unlock your confidence. Always use the right tools for the job with Manscaped. Just got their new lip balm in. They got their new 2-in-1 shampoo body wash in. What don't they have? The weed whacker, the lawnmower. I mean, taking care of head to toe. I always say it. Go use a promo code. It's this the season. Buy something for a buddy. Buy something for a loved one. Whatever. Go use the promo code. You get plenty over at Body Check Wellness. I mean, not Body Check Wellness. That's where I was going there at Manscaped. But you can get plenty of Body Check Wellness too, and you can use promo code A2D for 25% off. Just got my clarity and focus in again. I love it. Love their products. Go check out their long line of products over at bodycheckwellness.com. Extracts, blends, gummies, and topicals. So go enjoy them. Go enjoy the best CBD products on the market. FanUp, which is the best way to enjoy fantasy sports, daily NFL contests, and more win great prizes. Sign up today. Use promo code A2D for 5,000 bonus points. That's a $50 value at FanUp.app. Right on the Apple Store. Go download them. FanUp is where you can find them. They're the best. And listen, at the end of the day, them 5,000 bonus points are going to last you a while, too.
Oh, yeah.
Last you a long time. And that's even if you're aggressive like us. Go get yourself a damn cheesesteak, too, because we're just constantly giving you out promo codes. Another A2D promo code at Gleason's Bar, located 6700 Mill Creek Avenue, Levittown, PA. And use that promo code A2D, 10% off your order whenever you dine in, take out, or online. Gleason's Bar and Steaks.com. Had the cheesesteaks over the weekend. They're fucking delicious.
Oh, yeah.
Highly recommended. The ratio is phenomenal. All right.
A lot of meat to it.
Yeah, usually you're over cheesed, right? I mean, let's be real. Usually in the city, you're over cheesed. Here, you might have to call it over meated. You know what I mean? You ain't fucking over.
That's never a bad thing.
Never a bad thing. Tons of meat, perfect cheese ratio. Love them. Go check them out. Gleason's Bar.
Cheese fries are delicious as well. You know I'm fat. Cheese fries are delish.
All right. I could have guessed you got that in. Could have guessed. Should have guessed you got the cheese fries in. Did you go whiz or did you go regular?
I got whiz on the cheese fries.
Good call. Good call. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, looking for a change in career or brokerage, contact our good friend Alan Foy of eXp Realty, 302-682-8820, or visit them at alan.foy@exprealty.com. Alan's the best. Great friend of the show. Great time to sell a home. Probably not the best time to buy, but great time to sell. And if you're looking to do it or a change in career or brokerage, contact Alan Foy. Boys, tons of fun for Frank Vespi, Greg Malakovic, Ralph Delvecchio, Ryan Brodo, Nate Moss, Noah Eaton.
You play to win the game.
Wait for it. I'm Tom Arnone. We love you all. Let's go get a win this weekend.
Playoffs.
Listen, we could be talking about it. I said it. Sunday night. That could be the topic of conversation. We love you all. Hit the like, hit the subscribe on your way